No, anyone can use a scroll. You just have to roll a check for it. And
We don't know how to read.
Well,
Nope,
Solarge is
none
just
of us
barely
can
able
use
to.
it. Try not to die.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't write an intro this time, so if anybody would like to do a recap, that would be wonderful.
Who else took notes?
Once upon a time, in a long, long, faraway place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 intrepid heroes fought against a horde of undead zombie things inside a coliseum after their largest member, Thud, conquered a jousting tournament. The heroes fought bravely. Some monsters were harder to kill than others. In the midst of the chaos, the youngest prince's brother was kidnapped.
The youngest prince, yes.
Yes, the youngest prince's you knew what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
I'm
not sure I did.
You understood. You got it. You got it. Yep. And then we found out that the king's advisor is some sort of demon, dragon. He's not human, and he can melt people entirely to ash. Armor and all.
Whoa, watch your language there.
Did I say something bad?
I just like that.
Okay, yeah. Solid. Yeah, the king's advisor, aka Magistrate Sylas, is was going around very shiftily with some very shifty people tailing him as well. But all that to say, where you guys left off was you guys had convened and had talked about Norqual and Murtag's little escapade following Sylas, what had happened, what had transpired in this alleyway before seeing Sylas walk off towards the sheath. Right now, you guys are in a random location in the inner circle of Espa and the inner ring. And I believe you guys are in the southwest quadrant of this ring. And I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I think the plan was to eventually go back to the sheath to meet with King Magnus in his chambers.
What I have as our end plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 5 of you, the Four Horsemen, starts heading towards the sheath. Do you guys just go towards the main entrance, or do you go towards the entrance that you guys are familiar with?
I feel like we would go to the one that we're familiar with.
Okay. Just a little side passage. But as you get to kind of the base of the giant sword, the castle that's kind of covering the base of the giant sword, you guys enter the passageway that you're very familiar with. There you are met with Madion.
Madion.
Lieutenant Madion, almost expecting you guys, says, "I'm glad you guys arrived. Please follow me. I've been ordered to take you guys to the king's chamber." So he heads off in a direction that's not familiar to you guys. You guys normally went to a kind of a private meeting room, but this time he leads you down some major hallways in the castle. passing by a courtyard, kind of along the edge there, and then up several flights of stairs to eventually arrive at a very well and pristine looking double doors. And he says, the king and several attendants are on the other side, waiting for you.
Is Magister Sylas there by any chance?
Yes, Magistrate Sylas has arrived shortly before our contact.
Fantastic.
So
Knock, 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 knock.
And as you do so, you see the doors open, or at least one door open. And inside, well, right there, standing in the doorway, you see Magistrate Sylas. And he's kind of got a solemn face, right? He's not overly ecstatic to see you guys, and not disappointed either. He says, "Come in," and he kind of ushers you into through the doors. And inside, you do see a very well ornate and very medieval kind of decorated chamber. There's a 4-post bed, and some cabinets and whatever drawers. But there, laying on the bed on the right side, is King Magnus, seemingly in pain. And next to right beside him, right beside the king, is Princess Vanille, holding his hand. She is sitting on a chair next to the bed. At this time, you see that there seems kind of the area around where the king is laying, there seems to be spots of blood. The king notices you guys, and he, in a very weak voice, he's already an old fella, but in a weaker voice than what you're used to. But there still seems to be a kind of like, he usually has this like a voice of kind of someone that's well respected.
Authority.
Seems to be, yeah, with authority. It still seems to be there underlaying, but it definitely seems significantly weaker than what you're used to. He goes, "The Four Horsemen, welcome. Pardon for having you visit my chambers rather than the usual meeting room."
Just
We got your command, sir.
it's no trouble, Your Grace. I bow. Too many times. It's like 3 times in like a second or 2 of each other. I'm just real nervous.
So at this point, you see the king, you see Princess Vanille, you also see Sylas. Medion has basically stood outside the doorway as a guard. You do not see anybody else in the room, but the king kind of continues and says, "Oh, no need for the pleasantries. So it is to my knowledge that you have taken care of the issue at the jousting arena, and I thank you."
Of course, we're happy to be of aid yet again.
Our
Oh,
pleasure.
Wait, was that bitterness showing through Polaris too, or
Wait, what'd you say?
What did you say?
just sounded a little bitter? Was that showing through to Solaris too?
Oh.
No.
No. So, the king says, currently, I believe that Prince Alfred and General Etheron are coming as we speak. Pardon for me for not divulging more information, but it'd be best if everyone showed up before we have a formal, or rather, more formal meeting.
Of course. Do you need any more tending to, Your Grace? I don't have much healing left in me, but what I do have left, I'd be more than willing to provide to you.
He goes, we already had one of our healers do his work, but I am an elderly, and there are limitations to what even healing magic can do. But you can be assured that I am in no life-threatening situation.
Can I just do like a cursory like glance at like his bandages and stuff to see if they're still like actively bleeding or if the bleeding is stopped?
Yeah, sure. Roll a medicine check.
That's good. That's good. It's a 22.
It doesn't seem the area around the king. As you're not going to be standing near the doorway as you're talking to the king, but it doesn't seem like the blood is actively spreading. It does seem like there was some bleeding involved, but either most of it has dried up, or has basically you can, in a general sense, tell even from a glance that the king seems to be stabilized.
Okay, cool.
If I were royalty myself, I would have a lot of more meetings in bed. I feel like this should be done more often.
And you princess, is there like anything you like need? While we're in the like helping stages.
Wait, what was that last part? I didn't.
Like we're just trying to help here. So.
In the helping stage, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The princess is very, as you look at her, she seems very almost distraught, and you don't know if it's a combination of the king's condition, the things that are happening with Espa. You're not very certain. She looked towards after you say this. She kind of puts on a very weak smile, and says, all that's needed is that my father's well, and he seems to be doing okay, but I appreciate it.
Okay, just like if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Ruin tries to like slyly elbow Murtag.
I usually stand next to Murtag. I take like a few steps away from him. It's just the secondhand embarrassment's too much for me, and I need space.
So after a few minutes, Prince Halford and General Etheron basically walk through the doorway and into the room, checking to make sure. Prince Halford goes immediately to the king's bedside and makes sure the king's okay. So after all that, the king says, it appears that we have all gathered. So, can anybody give me an explanation to what has happened? And Sylas is like, well, my king, as you are well aware, after we escorted the royal family, including yourself, and outside the jousting arena, we were attacked by a pale-looking warrior, with probably a dozen or so of those white creatures, crawlers or whatever they are. And the king says, yes, I took quite the blow from that warrior before Captain Carey. Speaking of, does anybody know where he is? Everybody kind of looks around, not really saying anything.
Aren't we the last ones to see him?
I whisper that back. Wasn't he with us the other?
Your Grace, I believe the general issued him an order to try and track down the individual that had taken young Prince. What's his name? Jathan. Young Prince Jathan.
I like to imagine this happening before the king. Young Prince, and he pulls out a little notebook.
Yeah, for sure. And he didn't. I couldn't find it, and someone else whispered it to me. Jathan.
General Anthron says, yes, I believe that I gave him order to lock down the city to make sure no one left the capital. To my knowledge, he is still organizing the royal guards for such duties. And the king nods. Well, it was Captain Carey's heroic deeds that basically pushed the warrior off myself. And kind of, the last I saw was that the warrior and Captain Carey was thrown back into the jousting arena. Of course, after that, I do not know what happened.
Oh, we actually captured him.
Yes.
Oh, well, excellent.
Yeah, you could probably talk to him if you want to.
I don't actually know if you can. He didn't seem like the talkative type. More of snarling.
Yeah, he might not be human, so I don't know how that works.
Probably torture him, talk. Do a little burning. Yeah.
With the sunlight?
It's actually, I read a fascinating study with Anoko. It's that information gained via physical harm isn't to be believed because the person will say whatever the interrogator wants to hear in order to get the pain to stop.
Huh.
Yeah, but we have the little truth orb.
Oh, you
got
can compel
magic.
people to tell the truth via magic, but
Yeah.
normal, regular, physical
So,
torture, you generally
Torture him through burning, I would say. Make it
Or
violent.
maybe just, a zone of truth and a dominant
And then
person.
torture him.
One of those.
And then torture
Yeah,
him
this
with
is-
burning.
This is all allowed, right? This is
Yeah.
It's like an internal monologue we're having with each other.
General Anthron's like, yes, we have captured such individual, although we have not obtained any information out of him. He is locked in the dungeon thus far.
This whole time, can I just keep a constant bead on Sylas, just his demeanor?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm trying not to do it completely, obviously, but like keeping like every now and then checking in on him, how he's reacting to things being said.
Could I make? Do I see like any marks on his like forehead, like leftover residue?
You can tell even without a roll that there doesn't seem to be any indication that there used to be something on his forehead.
If I walk real close to him, does his breath smell like fire?
My Highness.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I just want to look for any signs that he's like reacting untowardly to any information that we give.
Okay. As we continue the conversation, just remind me when you would like to kind of roll, like basically find out what he's reacting to, if anything. He does seem unusually quiet. Usually he is the first to say stuff, right? So, at this point, the General Atheron continues saying, the drow woman wishes to speak with the prisoner, but we saw it best to not allow such things to happen until further instructions. The king nods. Give me time to think about it. And General Atheron nods. And the king kind of continues forward and says, so at that point, since that matter has been taken care of, at that point I was almost instantaneously out of commission and taken back to the sheath. I believe Sylas was with me, but my vision was fading in and out. Sylas confirmed the story so far, just kind of a nod.
No.
Yeah.
If I may interject, Your Highness. You just gotta be careful. We've kind of dealt with this crowd before. And the last time we captured someone, they just kind of turned into a demon and walked out of jail. So just make sure you are, having good guards.
Don't think it was a demon.
What?
Or maybe he was.
Did he have horns? I don't remember.
No.
Anyways.
I mean, what even is a demon? Have I seen one?
Wow.
I don't know. But
In some plays, you've seen some, for sure.
Well,
I've seen a few
what I was
in a row.
thinking is with Mazara, like, what if she's like the insider for like the bad people? Like, we just brought her in,
Under the bus.
and then so I don't think we should let her. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know.
I mean, there was already an orb headed here, and we found it. It makes sense that they would have more than one orb sent to a place that they were attempting to attack. I don't think Mazara had anything to do with that, since we intercepted the first orb prior to meeting her.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out.
Although I've been wrong about things in the past, so who knows?
Sylas goes, so do you believe that Mizara is suspicious?
No. Personally, me personally, no.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, no more suspicious than like anyone is. Like, let's say for instance, you, Magister Sylas, or the General, or just random people you come across.
I mean, if it was a
Sylas goes,
if it was a human we found just kind of hanging out in the cave, maybe. But
Sylas goes, it's better to be safe than sorry, I suppose. So we will have someone keep an eye on her.
Sure.
Boy, for a party that just barely survived, we are towing a line.
You know, what's D&D without a little bit of spice, you know?
Yeah.
You're not almost dying each session, are you really living?
It's getting a little too spicy.
Okay. Don't.
That would be fine. Just a little hot in this room.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's continue. See what the king has to say.
So the king goes,
Party.
well, let's so the most dire topic to speak of is my missing son, I believe.
I wouldn't call it dire yet, sir. We don't know what happened to him.
It has to be 48 hours before it's a missing person's case. But I don't know.
Yeah. I just -1 charisma here. So.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and I would like to know what happened. And let's see, Prince Alfred is like, both Etheron and I engaged the rest of the white creatures ourselves, and during the midst of that, we had Princess, my sister Vanille, and Jathan, accompanied by 2 of our city guards. To which we are unsure where they went, but the idea was to bring him far away from this location, and eventually to the sheath.
There's only one princess, right, John?
Yeah, one princess. So there's Prince Halford, the oldest, then Princess Vanilla, and then Prince Jathan.
Okay. And
is she like actually cute? Perception check.
Roll a perception check.
Wait, do we really need to...
I mean, you know, beauty isn't about eye of the beholder.
Would you like me to describe this individual?
Murtag would.
10.
10?
Kind of ugly.
Kind of cute.
It's blurry in your eyes.
She is much like the rest of the siblings. They are all they're all blonde. She herself, at the moment, her hair is down. It's usually up. But it's probably, it's long. I wouldn't say like super long, but it's long. And her eyes are green. And apart from that, she is an attractive individual. She stands probably about 5'5", 5'4".
Too tall for you.
Too tall.
Girls
little
don't
tall.
short guys.
You know, platform shoes.
But than that, she is your typical princess, fair skinned, you know.
Yep.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Her lips are a subtle.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable.
A subtle, you know, hint of pink. I don't know.
Subtle hint of lip color.
So,
I only had one question revolving around Prince Jathan's capture. You mentioned that there were a retinue of guards escorting the princess and the young prince, right?
Prince Halford said, yes, we left. I left my sister and brother with 2 of the Espin guards.
Were they not sure exactly how guards in this city work? Do you have like palace guards that you are familiar with and they kind of like are around the grounds constantly, or were these guards just normal like lower city guards that you didn't really know?
I couldn't. I will say this: they are not palace guards, as they were not wearing the appropriate attire, but they were guarding, kind of the back entrance to the jousting arena.
I see. Okay. So my hope was maybe that if you knew who these people were, I could attempt to find them and see maybe if they weren't killed, if we could talk to them.
Princess Vanille speaks up. I believe that I know what happened to at least one of the gods. For you see, when Jathan and I were escorted out of the jousting arena, as we were racing away from the battlefield, we were taken through some alleyways and with 2 guards, but eventually my brother and I got exhausted and we had to stop and catch our breath. One of the guards went ahead to scout, but it was then an assailant attacked us. It was, before I could even react, the guard laid in a heap at the foot of the assailant.
And if it's not... Sorry, go ahead.
And it was then that the assailant grabbed Jathan and took him away from me. And
do you remember any descriptive features or anything about the man? Height? Anything remarkable about him?
He seemed to be wearing very simple clothing, but nothing that stood out too much. Oh, except his eyes. His eyes were they were just like blood red.
So he only grabbed Prince Jathan. He made no attempts to grab you also?
Now that you mention it, yes, just Jathan.
That's not too definitive. I mean, they might just picked him because he was smaller, you know?
Of the 2, would probably be the easiest to abscond with limited issue. This is
the 21st century. You can't talk about women being
exactly.
weaker.
We're giving you credit. Yes, you put up much more of a fight than a small child. Yes.
I'm just glad you went in that direction.
Just grab both of them.
Of course.
I don't really know a lot, but usually the oldest is like the most important. So like the youngest kid, if you kidnap him, it's like, well, like it's still important, but like, what do you want to like? Why would they be targeting the youngest prince and not like the princess or the oldest prince?
Just His Highness is
the younger one more. Is that what it is? Is that
quite formidable? Just looking at him, I don't think any of us could beat the prince in a fight. I'm just pointing that out. So they probably wouldn't target. But don't look like that. So probably targeting the youngest was the easiest of the 3 heirs.
Like, was he special? I don't know. Was he like? I mean, he's special to you, but like, was he also like extra special?
Oh, there's got to be a reason that he didn't attempt to grab both of them.
I'm not exactly sure why Jathan was chosen over me. Like you said, it could be that he was smaller, but I don't understand the decision behind the attack or the kidnapping or anything.
Well, and at any point during this conversation, if you feel like I've talked too much, just tell me to be quiet and I will. Just postulating. I mean, we know that there was an attack organized by the Weaver in... I just say real quietly to the prince, who can we tell about going to Endomiron? Everyone in this room can know?
Probably it's okay.
So when we went to Endomiron, there was an attack that was orchestrated by the Weaver's agents to allow Kakia to attack, give them probable cause. And so since we believe that the Weaver was responsible for the subsequent smoke bombing of Kaywood, and now also here, we can assume that the Weaver's doing it for Kakia. This is his kind of payment for whatever the Weaver wants. Because when we were fighting and rescuing the princess from her burning lake manor, there were those fire lizards that who of us pointed out were from Kakia? One of us figured it out.
Oh yeah, we did save the princess back then. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Not personally, but we were there. I believe it was Thud that said it. But
No, I don't think.
It was one of us. I don't remember who it was.
I don't think
assigning
Thud was
credit
there.
for it.
Wait.
It was.
Let's give him a chance,
Ooh.
alright?
Let's give him a chance.
I thought it was Bruin because Bruin wanted a pet fire lizard.
You're right.
but-
You're right. It was
I
Bruin. It
didn't
was
want to
Bruin.
pet him. I wanted to have a pet fire.
Yeah, he wanted to have a pet. Yeah. And that's just my working theory that Kaki is trying to find reasons to start up the war again.
Okay. The king says the war with the Kakians are a looming problem in Londrath's recent history. Though I can see, I suppose I don't understand why starting up a war now would benefit them. But, understanding Kakians have always been I believe, downfall of Londorians in general. I think that's what we decided on.
Sure, whatever you say goes, man.
So, but if it's a war they want, they are doing quite the job of doing it. That said, do we... I suppose before we move on to that issue, do we know where the remaining guard is? And Etheron speaks up and says, unfortunately, I do not, but we did recover the body of the soldier in the alley.
When he asked where the other soldier went, can I look at Sylas's reaction to that question?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
I think I know what happened to the other guard.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Insight? 10 plus 9, 19.
Yeah.
Hold on. For even a split second, you were able to catch it, but he flinched. You don't know
Kill him! I'm kidding.
the reason for that flinch, but it seems it drew out an emotion that he suppressed just as quickly as it arose.
Okay.
I'd like to say out of character. I don't have the help to fight a demon right now, but
Oh no, that's not my intention.
Zone of truth.
So,
Just to keep everyone honest. Kidding.
as
I
you
couldn't do
notice
it again
that
today if I wanted
continuous, what he was saying, he says, it appears the soldier in the alley had 2 blunt cave-ins to the chest piece and also one to the helmet. Both the chest cavity and the skull were crushed.
Oh God.
I look at Bud, thinking,
Yep.
he do this?
The skull crusher. Those skulls. Fits the bill.
Highly possible.
Case closed.
He was like disappeared for like 2 seconds.
To be fair, they call him Skull Crusher, not Chest Crusher, though. So
But he said his skull was crushed.
Oh, man.
be sloppy job. I'm gonna leave it at that. Sloppy job.
really didn't need to choose one of those.
So, you hear another set of footsteps, basically that are greaves, clinking against the hard, solid floor, coming in through the doorway. And as you guys turn around, you see Captain Carey, usually in his more pristine, slick back black hair. He is very there's like a few strands that are misplaced across his face. He's a little bit more worn, but he comes in and he bows to the king and each of the royal family and stands attention. Prince Halford addresses the captain and says, "And what of my brother?" And Captain Carey says, we have the city guards searching the entire city, combing through each and every one of the alleyways. Unfortunately, no reports have been made thus far.
Hmm.
I just want to whisper to someone. Let's do Solaris. He's the most responsible of us.
Ah, well.
What? Not
Try to say,
Murtagh?
no, Murtagh. I was just leaning over to Solaris. Should we tell him about the tunnels? Maybe we could have gone down there.
Oh, you talk underneath our house.
Yeah.
I don't think we say that they lead to our house, but maybe we could talk about them. Mention them.
I think
You got it.
maybe.
I pat his shoulder and push him forward.
Oh. Sir, what if they're they might not be in the streets. It might be under though. There's a rather extensive
Tunnel.
system. What? What was that? Does anyone else have anything to add?
No,
He's
They're gonna ask us,
to-
how do we know there's a tunnel system?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to tell them.
It's
You
not,
should've-
clarify, pause again real quick. It's not a tunnel system. It's a sewer system that our house just has access to. They know there are sewers exist
Oh,
beneath
okay.
their cities. It's common
Yeah.
knowledge sewers exist.
You should have said, form it in a question of they could be hiding in the sewer system out of plain sight.
This tunnel system is actually called the sewers. But
Oh, okay.
Nice recovery.
Charisma -1, maybe.
But they might have.
Is it possible they could be?
Is it like he said? Is it possible they could have gone in the sewers?
Sylas kind of speaks up and goes, "What is the sewer that you?" I'm just kidding.
Shit. Put it away. Put it off.
He goes,
I was just tripping on something. Never mind.
It's like, hey, if you out us, we'll out you. Like,
Breathe fire recently? Hmm?
he goes, yes, there seems you are correct, and there being a extensive sewer system throughout the underpasses of Espa. And yes, many of those do lead in and out of the city, though most of them are grated. I do believe one could potentially make a passageway in and out of the city. But he basically turns towards Captain, goes, Captain, would you basically spread the word and have the gods look through the sewer system? And he nods and he walks out.
I was about to say, you may want to search for, I guess, the closest entrance to the joust. That's probably the best place to start with as far as the scouting party.
How far away were the princess and the prince from the jousting arena when it happened?
Are you asking, or are you just assuming? I guess
I'll ask. I guess I was asking as a question in case, when she was recounting her story, if she
kind of okay. Yeah, you'd find out that they were actually a pretty good distance. Several minutes out,
But he came back.
He did.
Arena. I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
So he wait a minute. He ran, captured the kid, turned around, went back to.
no, okay. We'll talk about this later.
No, we gotta do this right.
I wonder if they teleported out then. I wonder if I'd be able to go detect any trace teleportation magic at the arena.
Nah.
I need sleep.
Maybe.
I need to sleep. And I need to go back to the tomorrow.
So kind of everyone's it almost seems like everyone in the room are lost in their own thoughts, maybe thinking through maybe something that they're missing.
Murtag is just staring at the princess.
Oh my word.
Staring how? Longingly or what?
It's like...
But when she looks over at you, do you look away?
Yeah, a little bit of eye contact and then just somewhere else.
It's like you're scanning the room, but you always pause right there and then you scan the
Don't worry, Murtag. When you have your growth spurt. Just kidding.
So let's see. Try to figure out my notes here. Oh. So while this whole thing is going on, a separate guard that's not recognizable to you guys comes running in. He goes, Your Majesty, reports from the east. And
Good. East is my direction.
the king says, continue. It appears Endo is being invaded by Kakian forces. And for
Didn't you write the plot for this, Jordan?
Me?
His backstory is just the whole campaign. And then
This is your backstory. Like, of course you know.
they meet a paladin named Thud, and then
Yeah, exactly.
5 heroes.
As foretold.
as foretold. And at that moment, the room like just completely like there was muttering before, now it's just like silent. And at this point, you can see the king is just. I mean, you just imagine what the king's going through, right? First his city, then now Indo, and then also his child. I guess a few moments passes and the king starts to sit up, which startles everyone, especially Vanel, that's like sitting next to him, worrying for his condition. And he goes, well, according to everything that's happened, it appears that all this is more than mere
coincidence.
Yes, you've taken the word right out of my mouth. And he kind of staggers as he stands. So, what should we do about all this? And everyone like kind of stands there, and for a moment, at least in the eyes of those who are close to the king or advisors of such or family members, even without words being said, you can tell that each of the members were like in agreement with the king. Although the king only posed the question, it was like they were all in agreement in the sense that it felt like everyone was behind the king, and whatever decision needs to be made, it's gonna happen.
Can I step forward?
Yeah.
So I guess, do I step over Murtag? I don't know. Just I can't elbow him to the side. I guess I just knee him to the side.
Punch him in the nuts.
Armor. So.
Sneak attack.
Well, sir, we aren't investigators, but we are mercenaries.
He goes, well then, mercenaries, better yet, heroes of Kaelwood, and now Espa.
We're in.
As the king of Londeroth, he kind of shakes his head. He goes, no. As a father, may I request that you find and bring back my son?
I guess. Don't know if you heard. We're not. I guess it's above the table, but not what I was hoping for. But okay.
I mean, we are. We could probably find
We'd
him.
be
but
more
we're
than
also
happy
really
to
good.
help you in finding your son.
agreed.
We will aid you.
He goes, wonderful. I am currently awaiting a very close friend of mine on the matter of locating my son. And I believe he will be essential for your investigation. As you know, he goes, he kind of looks over at his desk in the room. There happens to be that golden eye again He goes, if you don't mind, would you go pick it up?
I'll go pick it up.
Yep.
Murtagh disappears. No, I'm just kidding.
He died.
For life.
He goes, child, what you have in your hand
Out.
is an object of my friend. What we Espians have come to know him as Mist.
Secret agent Mist.
Can I want to approach Murtagh
Okay.
and just kind of touch the object. And I want to use my...
Does Murtagh let him?
Or try to touch the object.
Yeah, sure.
So you pretty much have it's like a size of a golf ball.
Oh, okay, it's not very big.
But it fills your hand pretty well since your hand's kind of small.
I was picturing like a Halo Oracle thingy.
Oh.
I guess discern the history of this object through my supernatural.
Okay, and the object has to be... What does the object have to be?
Has to be a vampire.
No, it's just
Cannot be golden eyes.
Specifically has to be.
No, what does the... Just read the description again.
discerning the history surrounding mysterious objects or place touched by you.
Touched by evil.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Or
don't get
mysterious
anything from it.
objects.
Okay,
He said-
great.
Not necessarily be touched.
He
by
said,
evil.
or touched by evil, not
Yeah.
No,
It
or
could be a
places
mysterious object.
touched by you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay,
The Oxford
there's no
comma
evil then.
thing.
Great.
It's super evil.
My hand just disintegrated.
checks out.
Yeah, you don't get any vision or anything like that.
Okay.
So is the item the king's friend, or is the item from the king's friend?
I am is from the king's friend.
Yeah, from the king. He's
And it's
from-
like a golden eyeball.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Like the Eye of Horus.
character.
Communication device.
The king says, when Mist is able to speak, he will contact you through that golden eye.
I will keep good care of it, Mr. King.
Mr. King.
Sir. Sir, Mr. King.
Do you
sorry.
mind if... Wait.
And he says, he goes, good. And when the matter is done, and I have no doubt that the matter will be taken care of, I will most likely need your assistance in the coming war.
Oh.
So it treats the hammer like a shotgun.
He just racks it. A slug pops out. Not really sure how that happens.
We are usually better at creating problems than solving them. So,
That's not true.
Debatable.
debate. It's
Debatable.
mostly true.
So
We solve
Yes.
a unique set of problems.
I want to ask the king, how much or how powerful is Kakia compared to our kingdom or this kingdom? I mean, he would know. I'm assuming he would probably know the strength of their Kakia forces, right?
I will say it does not weigh in our favor. It seemed the reason why I'm not giving you more information is because it seems like a little bit too, how would you say,
Pointed.
technical, more information than you need right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, if we sleep and can find 1,000 gold, I can buy something that can help me find the prince. Like,
Help
Did
me
we get our
help you.
reward?
look into my mind's eye and try and find him. Scry on
Did
him.
we get our prize money?
No.
I
I say that part about the 1,000 gold things out loud.
It's one of
To
the
the
floating notes.
The king, I mean, I'm assuming that that conversation was directed towards your own group, right?
wasn't intending it.
But
for-
loud enough to be overheard. I was
Right,
doing
right.
it intentionally.
The king,
Solaris in particular.
the king starts hobbling towards the doorway, and everybody's kind of like freaking out about
Hobbling?
What is this guy doing?
it.
Come beat my ass. What's gonna happen?
He and like Sylas, really the only one that speaks up towards the king and says, Your Majesty, you're in no condition to move. And the king goes, Yes, but we must prepare, and I will see you as well as the general and most of the advisors in the war room. And he goes, and you may not object to this. Sylas bows deeply and says, Of course, Your Majesty, I will go gather everyone. And as he gets to the doorway, he looks back and he smiles at you guys. And he goes,
Insight check that smile.
The king,
Sure.
king or
Wait, the king or the
Divine
Silas?
sense that smile.
The king is smiling.
Oh, I thought you said Silas smiled at us. Sorry.
No, the king, yeah.
Sorry.
The king smiles at you guys and goes,
I was like,
It's like, wow, we're gonna be the last ones to see him alive.
he goes, And Sylas, I need you to reward these gentlemen for their deeds and for their winnings. And he walks out. Sylas says, okay, I will see you at the doorway to which you all are familiar with. Once there, wait for me. I will go gather your rewards. So he walks out of the room as well. Everybody kind of, including like Prince Halford and Jaratheron, they all kind of walk in the direction of where the king is. Princess Mill takes a different turn. But at this point, it seems like everybody's ushering out. I'm guessing you guys are leaving as well.
I asked the group before we leave, do we want to approach the prince and tell him what we found or what we saw of Sylas? Or would that be better at a later time?
you know, I could send him a message asking to meet at not here.
Okay.
Not here.
Not here.
Oh man.
Questions right
I
now.
think
I think we
if they
let's let this one sit. Because Sylas has been in the king's service for like years, right?
Yeah, because we don't know why he killed him, right? He could have killed him because he fucked up his job. And
That's what I'm thinking.
Silas doesn't like you failing.
That's what I'm thinking
Although
right
it
now.
feels kind of
Could have been a
excessive.
prank, bro.
Or
He's actually
Or-
alive.
he murdered someone that saw him do something incriminating, and so he burnt him alive.
Do you guys think if we asked them, we could actually just stay in the palace for the night? I mean, it's quite a long hike to the house. You know.
Bruin, I think that's a great idea. I think you should ask someone about that.
Yeah. Go for it.
Go ahead. I think so. It's a genuinely good idea. It's a very far walk back home. It's nighttime.
You know, like this mist is probably close to here, right? Is that kind of how that works?
I guess, yeah.
So assuming that you actually do go back to the entrance, to where you guys are familiar with.
Oh yeah. Been waiting several sessions for this.
Yeah. So, eventually Sylas does appear, in Sylas alone. Sylas, hands each of you, to you. He goes, Master Thud. And he hands you a bag. It's like, this is for your earnings at the joust, as the grand champion. And you receive 500 gold pieces.
Yeah.
My notes, hang on. My notes say 750 for first and second
No.
place.
Well, your prize
your
would be
first-
500. Bruin would get the 250.
Yeah. He
So
turns
you
towards
personally
Bruin
got 500.
Together would be 750 for first and
Yes.
second place.
and turns to Bruin. And for
Very
you,
well.
as the runner-up, you receive this, and it's a half smaller bag, and it's 250 gold pieces.
It's like kind of that. Thanks. It's an avocado. Or like, what was it?
It's an
reversed it.
avocado. Thanks.
And he says, yes. Well, this is something I'm more reluctant to give, but the king's the authority here. So he hands you another bag to whoever is going to receive it. Solaris.
Ooh.
He says,
Oh god.
and this is also in a bag.
Uh-huh.
And what you receive is 500 gold pieces.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It's like,
I forgot if I.
now our business is concluded.
Go ahead.
Any questions?
I elbow Bruin.
Nope. Done.
Don't believe so.
Yeah, it's kind of far walk to the house. I feel like we're like, what if we like? You got any guest rooms?
He
Can I like
I mean-
try to aid it by yawning like?
Murtag can barely stand on his feet. I mean,
roll a persuasion check.
heck, yes.
Oh boy. Hey.
Oh shoot, this guy's pretty good. That's 18.
18. Sylas goes, you do look quite tired, as you had a busy evening. However, rooms in the I guess apartments in the sheath itself are reserved for nobles and important figures. Alone. Unfortunately, I do not see any nobles among us, and I don't see any important figures among us.
Gee, guys, I
I
thought we were heroes of the city.
Of the country. Wait, he said like country, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
And we
Technically,
were
it was
personally
kingdom,
requested
not
by the
country.
Sylas.
Yeah.
Sylas goes, yes, I know what the king said, but you all are unofficial heroes.
Oh, well, he said heroes.
No, hey,
Wait,
We'll just have to report to management, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk to the king.
Yeah.
Maybe ask him.
We'll talk to the king later. We'll get this sorted out.
I
Maybe
can
we
message
can get
him.
like
It's
a
fine.
little badge, like a little foot serpent.
are we like the heroes that like
He goes,
Do anything?
need
Espa
I
deserves,
remind
but
you
not
our
the heroes
agreement,
that it needs?
or our understanding that you have no connection with Espa, and Espa has no connection with you.
That's fair.
I thought that was just
Well,
for the Endo mission. Is that just permanently? Is Jordan asking the question? I'm confused. I thought we just couldn't tell people we did the Endo mission.
Yeah.
Or was it any affiliation at all?
Affiliation.
What makes the Four Horsemen more useful than any of our elite
Oh,
individuals?
I was asking John the DM, not Sylas, that question.
Okay.
I didn't say that as Solaris
is
to
more,
Sylas.
Take out the
I was
accent.
asking Jonathan that question, please.
So the idea is that you guys were important because you guys weren't affiliated with anybody. You didn't run under any banner, so nobody knows who you
Okay.
are. You can go in and out of places without any trouble. However,
I
if you
got it.
are familiar with the country or Londroth in general, then it would be more difficult for you to be assigned these kind of missions.
I got it. Okay.
I
I'm gonna
thought
show
we were important because we saved the city twice.
Oh
My
yeah,
bad.
you guys are for sure important to the king,
My bad.
just not Sylas.
Well,
Have a good night, Silas. We'll see you around.
Wow.
I just have one question. Was
Oh,
there
no.
was like the light thingy, like the light show? Was that you? Like your idea? Because
You're talking about like the end where
Yeah.
it was
the
like,
DM
Jousting.
protocol.
the lights that like put out the fog. Remember?
he kind of like gets down to one knee to your eye level. He gives you a slight grin, and he goes, let's just say it was a team effort.
But like your idea,
And
right?
then it's like, and I know that you're tired from the evening, as you have so loudly and so exuberantly portrayed. I wish you a good night.
This guy.
Good night. Fine, I'll go. Whatever.
No.
Okay with you, Moteg.
Okay,
I'll
thank
do a
you.
divine sense. We'll do a divine sense just to double check as he's leaving.
Okay. Could you remind me what it is?
60 feet,
Radar.
celestial fiend, or undead.
Okay.
Like VSM.
Oh.
You divine sense as the lone figure in front of you is looking, and you do not get any sense of those three categories.
Cool. Cool.
Question on the divine scent. When you cast it, can certain creature sense that at all? If through magical means, or is it just like no matter what, no one can sense that except?
I mean, it's D&D. Like anything can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I would imagine like a high level like magic.
You can't like cast detect magic and sense someone casting a spell. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't quite work
Yeah.
like that. And divine sense isn't a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a innate thing that he can do.
Yeah, I need to double check that it's not verbal somatic, but I'm fairly positive it's just like a
I don't think so.
Like a radar.
what?
Kinda like
A blip?
What the heck? Roll 20. You have to own the player's handbook to look stuff up now. This site sucks.
Really?
Roll 20.
Yeah, I clicked on Divine Sense and I was like, hey, you don't own the handbook. Purchase it here.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, that doesn't used to
Here,
be
I
a
got
thing.
you.
I'm not gonna use this
I was
website
just
anymore.
curious in case, like in the future, it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cast this, and oh, they detect. It's like, oh crap.
So you
No,
guys
it
are
doesn't.
heading back to. Did you guys ever give your place a name?
Nope.
Oh
No.
my god.
Ravencroft.
No.
Four Horsemen Stable.
The stables.
That's a
Stable.
Stables.
That's
Just
a dumb
the stable.
name. No, that's a dumb name.
The Stables of Doom.
No. That's
Yeah.
So
That's what's
you
large.
go back to your estate.
so edgy.
The stable. I like it.
I want to commission
Stable. Wait, is it
a metal sign that says the Stables of Doom, and it
Oh.
hangs. And
You got 500 gold to do it.
I gave that to you. That's party funds.
Oh, okay. So that goes in the bag.
I was hoping it was going to be a G to buy that little mirror thing I need, but yeah, it's whatever.
Well,
Do
Do we
you
have a
could-
G to
I
spare?
forgot if I.
Because here's the thing. If I can scry on things, it makes our lives easier.
Is this like a
I-
burn
What?
1,000 gold per scry sort of thing?
No, it's like once I have it,
No.
I can cast as many scries as I want. I
What
just
do
have
you-
to have 1,000 gold mirror.
Oh, so we need a mirror worth 1,000 gold.
What in
Jeez.
the
Yeah, the
world?
spell
is
says
stuff?
it's a focus. It can be a crystal ball, a silver pane mirror, or
like
it says
a pile of 1,000 gold.
It better be like a giant mirror.
Jordan?
Like,
I feel like everything you have is like costs 1,000 gold.
yeah.
I'm the only one that casts spells. Do you know how
That's
expensive
You
they
guys-
are?
not
You guys look
true.
over and you see that.
That casts real spells.
You guys look over and
Okay,
you never noticed
You're not
it
getting
before,
revivified
but
now. You said it.
at this moment
I
you
just,
see
like,
on
every-
Solaris's person like a diamond pendant, some diamond studs.
Every
He's got a
session.
grill, like a gold grill.
I just see every other session. Hey Doug, can I borrow 1,000 gold for
Yeah,
this? And then,
exactly.
Hey Doug, can I borrow
I've
that?
not asked for okay, to be fair, most of the gold has been for diamonds in case
Yeah.
one of you dum-dums die.
And
Just want to point
You-
that out.
you were asking quite a bit for your little magic potion components, so.
Magic potion components. I
Or
don't need
no, Kevin's mutagens. That's what they are.
That's like 5 gold.
That's like, wait, how much did we say? Was it 5?
They're
Or
more
2?
now. I don't remember.
I think it was 2 per potion.
So I guess my question, like, this item that we need, do you think we can get it here? Like, can we actually get it in this town?
What
I
the-
mean, I'm pretty sure we could find. I mean,
Not
there are
this
like
time,
jewelers
right?
around here. High-end
Just
jewelry
lace
stores
it
that have a
with diamond.
crystal ball.
Like, if we got like 1,000 gold diamond, would that work?
John, will 1,000 gold diamond supplement the component for a scry spell?
What does it say?
No.
It just says. Here, I'll find it again.
Not a 1,000 gold diamond. Anything but that. Literally anything. That's what it says.
It does say that in parentheses. Anything but.
Anything but that, please. I mean, like, this is like group money. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just gonna eventually try and save up enough money for me personally to buy it,
Right,
but
but I mean,
by
like,
then I feel like
Oh, I'm broke.
okay. it has
I'm just
be
trying
a
to get other
focus-
people's opinions because this is group money
Yeah.
here.
A focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, such as a crystal ball, a silver mirror, a font filled with holy water. I'm not
Ooh.
gonna carry around a font of water.
But we could get
So-
one at the house.
Yes, we could get one at the house.
I'll be alright.
Okay, and then
What?
then I can only scry at the house, which defeats the purpose of having the object to let me cast it whenever I want.
That's
I
fair.
mean, you could look cool. while
Question:
you have-
Can a font of holy water fit in a bag of holding?
If it could fit through that
Oh my
foot by
lord.
foot
water.
opening.
The opening.
There's just a lot of
It
wasted
doesn't say the
space.
size.
And then the
so-
water just comes out. The water just flows out into the ether.
You gotta like pour
Hey.
the
Well, I
water.
could just get water and bless it whenever I want and make it holy water.
Can you really?
Yeah, the thing I could do.
That's cool.
That's,
I feel like the
Kind of a
mirror
hobby
or the
of
ball is easier.
I feel like a mirror is gonna be hard to carry around.
So like really,
We
they
can
could
find a
just-
tiny mirror. It doesn't gotta be
Holy
like a
water.
6
Right,
foot.
but it has to be worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to be worth
So
1,000.
you
Just-
have to find a tiny
You can-
1,000 gold mirror.
Yeah, just
I
lace it
mean,
with
made out
diamond.
of pure
Silver.
silver with like expensive
Silver.
glass encrusted with some gems and stuff. We can
Oh
get
my
1,000
word.
gold.
That's
Think
through
about
royalty.
how a silver sword is 100 gold, and you need 10 swords worth of silver.
Okay,
So
so
that's-
while you
that's a
guys
mirror, dude.
discuss what this 1,000 gold looks like, we'll go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back in about 10
Oh
minutes.
boy.
Oh yes, I'm full health.
I mean, really, it's just an
We haven't-
investment.
We haven't had a long rest yet, Kev.
Oh, never mind. I'm not full health.
You can get a platinum.
Does it have to
Sure.
be like a fancy thing? Can it be like 1,000 gold worth of sticks?
Wow, those are
It
expensive.
has to be. It
I'm
has
just
to be 1,000 gold of something that I can see a reflection in, because that's the whole point. Like I scry and I can see the image in the thing I'm looking at.
1,000 gold worth of platinum's not bad. Like
It could be a
one
platinum
giant
mirror.
platinum coin.
One giant platinum coin. Who
If the
makes that?
stipulations on me getting the scrying thing is it has to be a giant platinum coin, sure.
That's only 100 plat. That's not that heavy. That's not that much.
I think. Hey, what did we get? A couple hundred? Didn't we get a couple hundred gold before the fight? Like 400 before the fight.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
we
I
did.
have no idea.
Because
Not-
I remember
Thud
I was.
would know.
Not to
I'm
my
just
knowledge.
wondering because I have like, with the money I have, I was thinking about giving some to Murtag, but like I would have like 570 gold, 80 gold myself. So
I have
The issue
75
isn't-
gold.
The issue
Left
isn't
on
the
me.
money. The issue is not do we have enough money.
It's
The
does
issue
everyone
is-
agree that it is a good thing to do?
Do we agree this is a worthy purchase?
Yeah, it's an investment. It's like if you need a tool to do a job.
Yeah, but
Like,
if Jordan is gonna die, then
yeah, and like, how useful is it to scry on people?
I could immediately find where the prince is.
Can you though? Does scrying,
Yeah.
above the table? Does scrying tell you their location?
no, it
Yeah,
tells
I
you
get to
kind of
see
their
where they
immediate
are.
location.
Yeah,
But
I get to
you
see
don't
where they are.
unless
you-
unless
if-
you know where they are. It kind of just gives
Well,
you a hint, right?
I
I could.
thought-
I mean, I could do like a check to figure out where they are, maybe.
Yeah, I thought.
I know,
Scry
I'm going off
of
how it
did
works
give
in
you-
Critical
Yeah.
Role.
So basically, it's not 100%.
Yeah,
I
so
could-
we're.
It gives
It
you a
lets
good
me know
indication.
what's around him. Yeah, it lets me find him and see where he might be. If the like background that he's in is in like of a completely different like make and style of the architecture that's around Espa, then we know he's probably out of the country somewhere.
So just looking at the spell, one, they can resist it. So
But he's a child, so I doubt he'll be able to.
right, I'm thinking for like long term, like if we're using this
Yeah,
once,
I'm gonna
1,000
go.
gold. Oof.
No, my plan is to use it all the time.
So-
Anytime we need to find a place or a person.
So on top of that, we only can see a 10 feet radius sphere around the target. That's just a lot of money. Though we can choose a location we've seen before.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't even have to be a location that I've seen before. It can be any location. If I have a general understanding of where it is, I can see it.
That's kind of useful if we wanted to like sneak up on someone to see if
That's-
they're in like their lair or something.
That's what my plan.
Look,
Yeah. It can be.
Let's
it
just
can
be real.
used-
You want to spy on Catherine? We get it.
Hey,
We gotta do
if you admit that to the group and
Just-
genuinely admit it, I'm all in.
That cleric life is lonely. We get it. We
You
get it.
got my vote.
I mean,
My real reason is I want to be able to check in on my mom. That's Solaris' real reason for wanting it. I want to be able to make sure she's okay,
Whoa, whoa.
and I want to
Yeah.
help Norcool find
That's right.
the
I
person that
forgot.
he's looking for.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I
guys,
can
with
help
some
us
of your
all
backstories.
find.
I
a
would
bunch
know
of-
these things, but no one ever tells me about.
Okay,
backstory.
remind me. Okay, I got a corner Murtag later today.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. You think it's worth it? Still, like 1,000 gold.
I
That's
mean,
a
you
lot,
guys-
dude.
It's up to you guys. I can keep like setting money aside and wait till I get 1,000 and then buy it.
So, I
That's
mean,
like
I'm fine with it.
I don't know how much we have. I don't know if
I
it's
don't
like
either.
if doing this is gonna drain this completely, then I don't think we should do it.
How much do we really have? I really don't know.
I think it's like 2,000 something maybe.
No, I think it's more. Is it 7?
Mm,
7,000?
Nah.
Something.
Not that
No.
much.
not great
Just tell us,
guessers.
bud.
No.
I think it's like
It's like 1,600.
Yeah,
okay.
it'd be the bulk of our money.
Oh.
Like
I thought-
1,000 gold, that's like magic weapon money. Like
Is it really?
nice magic weapon money.
But then again, we're never gonna find a magic shop because they don't exist around here.
Do
Yeah,
they
there-
not?
magic shops that exist in this campaign, I'm learning.
That stinks.
I mean,
I've got like 750 gold, so
I've
we've
got
got
six.
enough.
I've got 6 on me. I spent majority of my money on the warhorse.
Yeah, well, I tried to tell you guys, but
I think it's still worth it.
Yeah, now our cart moves faster.
yeah. Did the horse die like during that brawl? By the way,
Oh.
No, it lived.
No,
where'd it
I-
go?
No, they were stabled. They were doing a reward ceremony. The horses are in their stable. It's fine.
You know, they were just trapped there.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, it's not like it was a barn fire and they burned to death or anything.
yeah.
I suppose if we decide it's not that useful, we could probably sell whatever object we use and get 80% of our money back.
I mean, I would use it a lot, if I'm being honest.
Just think about how much they use it in paint. They
Yeah,
just cry at everything.
the amount of times it's been useful in other like D&D things that I've watched or seen, it's a good spell to have. So I don't remember Jester buying 1,000 gold focus. I think they kind of just forgot about that. Because I was looking at I know that like paladins and clerics have this like the little caveat where they don't need some material components, and I couldn't remember what the rule was.
It's
But
only
anything
if
that
it
doesn't
if
have
it
a
doesn't
value.
list a price, you can
Yeah.
substitute a material component.
Yeah, with a mirror. That's what I was looking up earlier at the start of this. So
what?
Hmm.
sucks.
Yeah.
So for non-arcane magic classes, so not sorcerers and not wizards, you can cast spells without the material components as long as you have a spell focus, which for me is my shield. For Bruin, it's like I don't know what you have, some necklace thing.
Bruin cast
Sorry,
spells?
Solaris. Solaris has like a necklace.
It's my
I
holy
think.
symbol.
Yeah.
Wait, arcane people can do that too.
Wizards and sorcerers have to have spell components.
Yeah, they have to have the like minute materials. Like that's why I don't know if you watch Critical Role, where Caleb always says I pull out molasses and X, Y, Z.
I didn't think that was the case. I thought they just did that for flavor.
No,
Like,
So,
because
like,
I
if
didn't know that
I-
earlier,
So like,
What?
say
and I bought
we're in-
nails to cast whole person.
Say
I
we're
think
in
I know.
combat and like I get stripped of my shield, I can't cast spells.
Oh.
yeah. Well, I get.
I
the
can still
premise.
cast Divine Sense. Don't worry. Don't get ahead of yourself, John.
No, I
Yeah.
get the premise, but I just thought that wizards can do that too. Like I thought wizards can use wands too.
You can.
Well-
you can
well,
get
all-
a focus.
All characters have a focus through which they cast spells, but clerics and paladins specifically can use said focus to replace material components not attached to a gold value.
With wizards, I mean it's D&D. Like I'm sure there's a way that a wizard
That's
can do
any
the same
arcane
thing.
focus.
I would have to look up the specifics, but
A sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use it. Let's see. I think any of them can use it. But
I'm good with Jordan buying that 1,000 gold, whatever, worth of item.
yeah,
I'm fine.
Kevin, what
Bruin's
about
fine
your
with
10
it.
gold potions?
Did we say it was 10 gold per potion?
I'll give you 75 gold and you can make
I
7.
thought it was like, I thought we said like 5. Because originally it was 1 gold per potion. So is it 5 or 10?
Well, you also originally thought it was 2.
Well, I know we originally said 1 and then it got moved up. So I didn't know if it was 5 or I thought it was 5. Or where are you leaning towards?
You looking very 8 Mile right now, Noah.
He does. 5? Okay. Alright.
I know I was gonna say 5, and then you said, "Oh, I thought it was 2." I was like, you know what? I'll go 10 and see if he'll bring it back to 2 or 5.
No, really, I know originally we had said 1. And then it got moved up. I just didn't know if it was 2 or 5. I don't remember it ever being 10.
If I go to 20, will it be 10?
No. You already said 5.
So what happens next? What do you think happens next?
We sleep.
We try to. We're attacked by demons in the night.
Yeah.
And my predecessor comes
I
and helps.
honestly, I don't have any idea of like even like how to find the kid. My best guess is to try and see
What?
if we go back to the arena and I cast detect magic and see if I can find any trace teleportation magic.
How long does the trace of magic last?
Okay, first of all,
No idea.
you literally were given an item by the king.
Yeah. The
To a
eye.
friend. Yeah, it's just a contact.
I would assume John's gonna say in the morning.
What?
Oh, hey,
what
something
is
happened
this
to the
contact
eye.
doing?
Finding the boy.
By the way, I would plan to put it. You know how like hold a golf ball in your eye?
Oh my.
Oh.
How I walked back. Like, you know what I mean? Where you can like.
The eye is supposed to help find the boy.
Well, no, it's supposed to. I don't know.
That's what the king said, that he has a friend looking for the boy already, and the eye will contact us if anything.
The king's friend's supposed to aid us helping find the boy.
Yeah.
I wanted to go hunting people in Kekya, but we have to go find this kid.
Oh.
Hunting.
I see what you mean now.
I wanted to go people hunting, but
Technically,
you said
technically
we are
people hunting.
mercenaries. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was ready to
Now I
like
get it.
dog the bounty hunter.
Don't worry, I have plans for you guys in regard to that.
Yeah, we're all gonna get ambushed tonight.
Yeah, remember how we butchered an embassy? I think that's gonna come to bite us in the ass at some point.
No. We'll be all right.
Jordan, FYI on the Kakia thing with like blaming Endo or blaming Landreth to invade Endo. It was that prince, Captain Price, got blamed and executed for those for the merchant cards. We were in Landaroth and like some like street hawker was like announcing the news. Captain Price got blamed for the merchant cards and he got executed.
The guy that was the guy that we met in Endo.
Yeah, we were trying to sell our.
Yeah, he got executed.
What?
And
Wait, were you not there?
I mean I shove so much information in my brain for school each week that I just kind of forgot about it. If I'm
Yeah,
being honest.
he's dead. He got him.
Yeah.
Holy
Solaris
shit.
is
Wait,
yeah, so
Wait,
Captain
I thought-
Price of Endo got executed he got blamed for burning the Kekian merchant carts.
And then wasn't.
but
there
we
news
know
about
that's not
it?
true because we talked to the guy. The guy whose head I cut off, and he told us he told us differently. It was one of the questions I asked him. I asked him if they were responsible for what happened in the market, and he like gave me like a yes answer.
Captain Price, he
He's
dead.
not dead. Captain
gone.
Price
Well.
will never die.
You know, that's one less person that we have to worry about selling our ballista schematic to. So we're good.
Our shot.
Yeah, it actually got us out of a bad situation.
The Kekian Montefisk that we killed, Billy the Kid did get blamed for that. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
you know, silver lining, guys, silver lining.
we're clear.
Really good.
I don't think we're clear.
No, that's what it sounds
I
like to
wouldn't-
me. Sounds
I
like
wouldn't
we're
use
clear.
those words. Yeah,
That's what I heard.
So I say
Hey,
we find a magic shop because the inner dragon in me just got a bunch of money and wants to spend it on magic weapons.
Are you guys
I
ready
don't
to
think
do that?
that's right.
We gotta find a different city for that.
We
Well-
need a magic shop.
We're gonna do that first, then we're gonna look for the kid.
You know, if I get the mirror, I could scry for magic shop.
I don't think
Ooh.
you can do that.
I think I could try. I could try.
I think you could try.
Yeah.
But like,
Try.
you'd have to know what to scry on, right?
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
a location.
see or hear a particular creature you choose.
Or location, but you'd have to know the location beforehand.
Yeah, a magic shop. I know location. A magic shop.
We know the location of one, and they didn't have very good inventory, and they were really rude to you, and you left.
They did, and I hate that guy. No, I'm not going back there. Solaris refuses.
Well, I'm trying to say that was like 3 out of 5 stars.
3 out of 5 stars. So it looks like our side quest is finding a magic shop.
Yeah, we gotta find a magic shop first.
Guys, the first 48 hours are the most important. Let's get this.
Bummer.
Let's find this.
Out to
Okay.
us.
Okay.
All right.
We need to call
So
Liam Neeson.
plan. Figure out how this eye helps us contact the mist. First.
Well, Mist is gonna contact us.
Yes,
I
we will
thought-
contact him.
Check that box.
That
Okay,
box
you guys
is
She
ready?
checked.
said
You
the
ready
mist
to
is
start
going
the
to contact
session?
us.
Yes,
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Okay.
this.
he's gonna contact us.
King told us that when Mist is able to communicate, whatever that means, maybe he's a vampire, and that's why he said Mist.
Kill him.
He'll contact us.
All right.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. Session 52, part 2.
53.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's 53.
Wow.
No, it's
52 was March
52.
2nd. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I was like,
minor
I'm just missing a
clerical
whole
error.
session here. I don't even know what happened.
I went session 50 to session 51 or 52 in my notes. All right.
Okay. So session 52.
Anyone else want the bag of holding or?
No, I'm good.
Now we know Thud can make mistakes.
Mm. He's no
Nothing-
grog.
Okay, okay, you guys just got all your gold pieces. Now you are heading back to your beloved home, your estate, the Stables of Doom.
Does that mean they got 100 gold per person for saving the city? All right.
Well, no, we didn't get anything. We got 500 for saving the city.
So
Wait,
I'm saying
wait.
100 gold per
Yeah.
person to save the city?
That's a lot of money.
Oh,
Are
did
you-
we split that among us?
I gave it all to Thud for the party funds.
Oh,
We
okay,
can
then-
divvy out 100 apiece if we want. I don't care what happens to it, if I'm being honest with you.
Stick
Do
the
you guys need
eyeball
gold?
in my eye.
Not now. I mean,
I
we could
just
add-
treat the bag of holding as an open ATM for us.
No,
Whenever
Yeah.
you think
no,
that you want to
we-
buy something,
We can't do that due to certain party members. So
Wait a second.
Wait, who?
every time Noah comes out of the bag, he's got a couple of gold in his hand. Let's
It's
not.
been a while.
forget.
gold piece
It's been
here,
a
a
while
diamond
since I've been
there.
in
It's
the bag.
okay.
Just imagine
I
if you had
trust him.
bigger hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear pockets.
Exactly. Just imagine if he thought to put money in his pockets.
At some point as a DM, I'm gonna give him a pocket of holding, like in his
It'd be
like
so
jeans,
sick, a little pouch of holding.
just
a
like
fanny-
in his
a fanny
jeans, a
pack of
side pocket of holding. He could just stick anything you want.
Back of holding.
Good.
It says
That's
party.
amazing.
So
mean,
you guys are going back to your stables. Sorry, your estate.
The staple.
Your estate, otherwise known as the Apocalypse. And let's see,
I just think the Hoa is not going to be wild about that name. That's all.
the Ho. What Ho?
The Hoa.
The homeowner
Hoa.
association.
Homeowners Association.
Oh.
Neighbors already
I was
don't
like,
like us.
did you guys employ someone at this estate without my knowledge?
I was trying to figure that
The
out.
hoe.
I mean, we did try and hire like the Catherine's
little boy.
butler's kid, didn't we?
Yeah,
We did.
You didn't try to. You did.
we hired him.
Wait, what happened to him?
He's
dead.
dead.
We're gonna
Someone-
find out in about 5 seconds, I think. We let DM speak.
We'll
We'll
just
find out.
assume that you were as you guys were kind of going towards the sheet, not the sheet, to tail the person you had requested him that he'd go back to the house. Okay. So as you guys kind of arrive at the estate, the moon is high above the sky, and you can see that the streets are empty, like completely, because it's still the same evening as when the whole thing ensued. So it's everybody seems to be locked in their homes and so on and so on. But you get there, it's quiet. It's a very quiet evening. You do see kind of an uptick as far as guard patrols. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be very many civilians on the street. The city seems to itself has gone into a kind of a lockdown mode. There seems to be guards knocking on houses, like your neighbors and stuff, letting them know to stay indoors, especially kind of knowing about the threat of these things. To your knowledge, the white crawlers have been eradicated for the most part because of the light show. But I mean, I guess the whole city's still kind of on high alert because there might be some that may have found a place to hide while that thing was going on. Other than that, you get to your house. You are greeted by Alfred.
Oh, we did hire someone.
Yeah.
No.
What was the agreed upon total? 1 gold per month? No, 1 gold per day.
I thought it was like 10 or 12 gold a month.
Let me look it up.
I don't remember.
I know it's like a day's wage is like a gold, and we kind of figured that it's like 10 silver. No, 7 silver. I can't remember. Anyways, well,
I don't know. I know we paid him for like 3 months in advance though.
Was that or after the jousting tournament?
It was before.
24 gold pieces a month.
24.
Or 8 silver a day, but we're paying them. We're doing monthly paychecks, so.
Okay. Easy. You do see Alfred with a nice set of diamond studs, a grill. No, I'm just kidding.
He looks like Sylas.
But he does greet you, leads you guys in, and everything seems to be in order. Is there something that you guys are wanting to do here? If not,
Sleep.
I'll just sleep. Okay.
Yeah, and then I want to talk to Murtag tomorrow.
In the morning.
Mm.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of like ungearing, getting settled in, you know, your place to yourselves and whatnot, you let's see. Who does Alfred contact if there's something that needs to be done?
Probably Sylas, right?
Does he even have a way to contact us?
Besides
He lives in
knocking
our
on doors?
house. I guess me. I'm the one that hired him.
Hey, Bruin's the one in the massive bedroom, so.
Good knock on the master bedroom.
He goes up to Sylas. Master Sylas.
Just call me
Can't say that
Sylas.
word in 2021. Can't say
Just
that
call me
word.
Sylas. Master
You canceled.
has an odd connotation to it. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not as good as my dad is.
Oh, you're doing just fine.
Okay. That's like in the background.
It's like walking by, having to like mop the floor. That's true.
He goes, there's someone at the door.
Did
Wait.
you happen to get a name?
You know, I forgot to ask.
Oh,
No, it's fine. It's a learning moment right here.
Okay,
Ask
yeah,
names
I
in
will.
future.
I make sure to get their name. Okay, get their name. And he's
But
like,
I'm not mad at you. It's, you know, you're learning.
like making
I want to
an
emphasize I'm
appointment.
not mad.
just
Okay, cool. I'll go answer it. I'll go answer the door.
Okay, so as you get there, you see, get to the door, and you see.
Swear to God, that's Catherine.
It's not even. It's not that you get to the door. Sorry, they're already inside in the kind of the lobby area. They're just waiting.
I got another thing to add to it. Don't just let people in our house. Later.
You can't invite them in if they're vampires. Yes.
You see Mazara
No.
standing there.
Hey, Z.
She like looks around. It's like, are you talking to me?
It's my nickname I came up for you. Do you not like it?
It's cute.
I'm gonna keep saying it too. Tell me not to.
Okay. But just so you know, Mazara will be fine. Or Ms. Or, Zara. Or...
You know, I like Ms. Ms. It is.
Okay. That's better than Z.
Call me Soul if you want to.
Whatever. Sorry for the late intrusion, but is it okay if I...
Sure. There's a... Oh, we don't actually have... We have furniture now, actually.
Yeah,
right
you
this
did.
way.
You guys, spent the 100 gold?
Yeah.
Furnished the whole place?
IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
I'll have the boy put some tea on. You want some tea?
That would be
I'm
lovely.
not getting any tea for you. Hey, are you talking to me?
Not,
So
not
far,
you,
it's
Murtagh.
just Mazara and Solaris in the foyer.
Yeah, wherever the room is, directly to the left, where the painting is, that we made our little
then I should hear.
living room.
My bedroom's over there.
Yeah, behind the. She
So,
doesn't know that,
I'm guessing you, Alfred is with you at this point, and
though. Yeah, I just Alfred, could you go put on some tea, please?
Yes, sir.
Solaris. Just say my name.
And then he
Okay.
he kind of walks briskly towards the kitchen area to fetch the stuff. You hear the swinging door flap open and shut.
He's a good boy, working hard.
You should probably tell him not to let strangers in.
You know, when I saw you just standing there, it did cross my mind. I was anticipating you being on the other side of the door, and I'll talk to him later.
Yeah. He does seem quite inexperienced, but he is young and impressionable, so you probably could teach him things and he'll learn quickly.
His dad's actually a part of the family that we know, and he's kind of like training him. This is like his first like real time away from his dad, and I think that's why he's a little scared.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
he seems like he'll be a capable individual in the future.
I think so too.
Okay.
What can I help you with?
Well, I just have a couple of matters to discuss with you. And it'd be easier if everyone was here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk over to where the stairs are, and we had this thing installed when we got the house furnished. It's a rope that connects to bells in everyone's rooms. There's individual
Really?
ones for each room, and there's a master bell. No, they're like little small bells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's one for each room, and then there's one that's like a master that rings them all. So I
Okay.
just give that little tug, little jangle.
Okay.
Little jangle.
And every one of you inside your rooms, you hear ting, 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 or whatever you decide to attach. It could be a dong, 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 or whatever.
It just starts playing WAP.
But knowing that you guys were all involved in the installation of that bell system,
Oh boy.
you guys all kind of gather in your kitchen, your dining area. At this point, Alfred's bringing out tea, and he comes out with a small tray, and he's originally just for Solaris and Mazara, but then he sees everybody else, then he like quickly does it 180 and walks back in.
Okay. So to be fair, it was just her and I. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, were
wait.
we interrupting something?
No.
Alright,
No.
It's a little late for
We need to
some of
Catherine?
the company there, Solaris.
Nope, this is it. Nope, we're done with this line of questioning. Mazara had something to say.
How you doing, Em?
She looks at Solaris, and then looks back. I'm doing great. How's that dagger treating you?
Oh, I forgot about
Pretty
that.
good. I mean, I was using it yesterday. I feel like I just went to sleep. Like, just put my head down. So I must have slept really good.
Oh, okay. Well, I do apologize for interrupting your sleep. I know how much you value that.
Yep, I do.
As he closes his eyes. Says, on that note, I extend that apology to each one of the members of the Four Horsemen. But I did come over to talk about something rather important.
Fire
Go
away.
on.
You see, I've, as you know, I've been sent by my own king to come here to assist the Londorians in understanding what they're dealing with. Yeah. And so far, you obviously the Four Horsemen had played an integral part in discovering, well, the Sumerian Shade. Now, we've just been attacked by this group you called the Weavers, is this correct?
Yes.
And it appears that what the Sumerian Shade can do has evolved based on your reports from Kaelwood versus the one from here. And that evolution has been apparent in the recently captured individual, the warrior. I wanted to run by some things with you to assist in my evaluation of the individual. And I was hoping we can have a well, basically to come at it at different angles to figure out what the root issue is.
Sure. Do you know? Could you mind explaining to the group what the variations that there were in the attack in Kaywood and in this one? As far as I could tell, it was pretty much the same.
Of course. So it appears that the orbs themselves can change an individual who has died in its black
presence. Miasma?
Yeah, miasma. That's a good word.
I learned it today. I have a calendar that has a different word for each day.
Oh, nice. So, such any living organism that has died within it will be changed into your generic white, skinless, crawly thing. This I know you are very familiar with.
Yes.
Now, today, or this evening, we have been greeted by such things, and also by, I believe, 3 other individuals. These individuals seems to be more human in quality. So, aside from their the paleness of their skin and their red eyes, we can also safely assume that they are under the influence of the Sumerian Shade as well.
We did see one spewing black smoke today. Yeah, so checks out.
And this happens to be the one that transformed into that monstrosity as well.
Yeah. Upon death, they tend to transform.
That is disturbing. Do you believe that the warrior will transform as well if we bring it near the end of its life?
Possible.
If you kill
It
it,
has to be.
count
I
on
think
it.
it has to be within the
I think the spear's got to be near
death
it.
thing. I think yeah, they have to die within the
orb.
miasma.
I thought there was a sphere within it. Like, because I
There was one
killed
with
the
mage.
when I nuked the mage, she dropped an orb, and out of the orb came that abomination.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but that was just the mage that
what
had
you
it.
remember that's is that the body itself decomposed around the orb, and then after that, instead of a spewing effect, it was a retracting effect.
It was an implosion, not an explosion.
So
Mhm.
I guess the question is, do we think that all of these, let's say elite guard, have orbs within them?
I
As like
believe that it would be
fail-safe?
the logical conclusion.
If you want tomorrow, I can't do it now because I'm woefully exhausted. I could do a detect magic to see if there was anything lying within the core of this prisoner.
Okay. Okay, that would be a good thing to check out. But,
I think it'd be safe to just assume that he
Yeah.
has one.
okay.
Although I wonder if do we think that if we opened it under the if we killed it right and it expanded or the orb went off, if we did it under the presence of like a daylight spell, if it would negate the effect, because that's how it worked in Kael'Wood, and it's how it worked in our last fight.
Possible.
Was there daylight around the orb when the pale magician died?
I believe so. Yes, I hadn't run away from Thud yet.
No,
So
I
it's
was
60
way up in
it's
the.
at 64.
You were out of.
60
I was like
radius,
way
and I
up in
was-
the corner. I thought there wasn't because when the general did the power move and it turned on all the daylight stuff, then the abomination was taking damage. I think at the top of each round or at its turn.
I know the small ones were taking damage from my spell every round.
Mm-hmm.
They were too.
I don't think when I killed the mage and the
mage.
whole orb thing, I don't think you were close enough for daylight because you were in like the middle.
Okay.
Does that sound right, John?
Yeah, the mage was like at the very far bottom, like the very far bottom of the
Bottom
map.
left.
The edge of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Not far
Okay.
enough.
I just couldn't remember if I was at the middle at that time yet, because I was running towards the balcony.
Okay.
So we don't. So
Well,
no.
There doesn't seem to be any intention of killing the individual at the moment.
Are they able to talk?
We have not heard a single word besides grunts.
Do we know his race? Is he human?
He
Did you,
appears to be an orc variation, but we're not certain because of his.
White-skinned orc.
Blame it on the
Albino
orcs.
orc.
I get it.
Orc.
Hill orc.
I mean,
However, what is striking about it is that this individual almost keeps all of its characteristics, aside from its skin color and eye color change. I wanted to ask you, when you were encountering the warrior, what was it also casting magic as the mage was?
Did I see it casting magic? I don't remember it casting any spells.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not see it casting any spells. I kind of banished it pretty quickly.
I see.
Then he was kind of locked in a little pocket plane for about a minute.
That would lead to why he was captured so easily. Well, based on my assumptions and based on the testimonies, it appears that I would assume that however these creatures are being changed, the individuals that we speak of, these elite ones, are able to retain some of the qualities of the life before they were, turned. Yeah.
Todd, when you butchered that mage, do you remember if she was like human, elven? Do you remember did you get any features from her? They? I just reached my hand over to Nokul for some candy that he's eating.
Let me check my notes here. That's the joust. Yep. Was it I think it was an elf, but I don't know for sure.
John's nodding his head. Yes, it's an elf.
There's the pointy ear variety.
I had was a slender figure, which is usually elves, but
There it is.
maybe an elf.
I mean, it was casting spells. Makes sense. It's kind of that forte.
Do
But
these?
was distracted by the body. He couldn't.
Yeah. Wasn't looking at it.
It was alive. I couldn't stand it. Had to be killed.
What? Do they have hair? Like, do they have hair on them? Like, what color is the hair?
And
white.
the warrior's hair is white.
Burned to death. Well,
We could do like
shot in the
surgery
dark.
if we remove the orb inside of it, if it would die.
Possibly.
I was thinking maybe since he's an orc, I just go talk to him first. But
I don't think he's able to talk.
You talked last time.
We could try. I mean,
we can try.
where
Wait,
there's a will, there's a way.
Does anyone speak orc? Like, is there actually an orcish tongue?
Do we?
That's kind of rude. I'm just gonna say that right now. That's a little rude. I don't appreciate
No.
that.
Anybody at all? Anybody?
No, there's an elvish tongue. There's
I
an
get it.
orcish tongue.
I get it.
Yeah, just like there's halfling and gnome and goblin.
It's not like I'm just pulling
What, you
this out
think
of
we
my
don't have a
hat.
language because we're the dumb race? Okay, I get it.
I
get
didn't
it.
say that either.
But you meant
I'm
it.
just. No, I did not.
I'm sorry. I am really sorry. He's just. He doesn't get out. Yeah.
Well,
I speak orc, so I don't know. It's a shot.
and
like,
I'm vaguely aware of a spell that will allow certain mages to detect surface level thoughts of beings. So if they aren't able to communicate verbally, I wonder if someone could just force their way into its mind and see if it's just madness or if there's any coherent thought there.
Well, that would be interesting.
Sounds like an invasion of privacy. I'm.
The prisoner. You tried to
It's
kill me.
the spell called the Patriot Act.
Yeah.
the Geneva Convention hasn't been written yet, so.
She says, "Well, I'm not
The Geneva Guidelines.
entirely certain what you'll find within that head of his, or it, or whatever. But it appears that whoever the enemies of Landerath are, seems to be gaining power quickly with the use of the Cimmerian Shade. When they can turn enemies into allies so quickly, or any living thing into, to bolster up their forces.
It's quite terrifying that they can just have an instant, slaughter force at will. It's horrifying to consider.
Now,
Do you think that's what's happening
we
in
did
Ender?
found the countermeasure. Unfortunately, we delivered it too late, but me and Sylas did work on the counter initiative as far as I'm sure you saw the light show.
The daylight protocol. Yes, it was very amazing.
Now, I'm also working with him on something else. Unfortunately, I won't be able to divulge, but hopefully you'll aid in the fight. Now, one other issue. I understand that you are working with Londrath, with Espa, and more importantly, the king himself.
Nope. I
Nope.
like wink. I
don't know what you're talking
No, I
about.
don't know. Yeah,
Actually,
no.
we're not.
We're not heroes. Definitely not heroes.
She picks up on this and says, I understand. However, I would like to know what ultimately your allegiance is with Londrath.
I pull out a coin and like do the finger coin.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty.
Solaris is pretty committed to this place, I guess. So
I mean, my
I'm kinda
allegiance
just in
more
it for
so
him.
lies into the direction that my god that I serve points me in. Right now, it just so happens to be coinciding with the enemies of Londroth.
I'm pretty
Swear.
committed to the safety of this town. So
True, and if my allegiance is to all my party members, so if they have any stake here, I also have stake.
more or less.
She seems surprised by the answer, like kind of a little taken aback, and she didn't even try to hide it. She's like, okay.
I'm really just here for the money.
Oh, that too. Come on. Let's not be too.
And we have to be paid for our services, otherwise we're just going to die.
Okay, she's like, okay, well that's understandable. The reason why I ask is, in my travels with you and seeing what you're capable of, such individuals with skills do not come easily. On behalf of Ianth, I would say that if such individuals were to pass within our own kingdom, we would not give them up easily. That said, if you find yourself in a difficult position, I'm sure my king would gladly take you in.
Okay.
That's very kind. I have these little business cards that I made. It has our address on here in our group name. You could have
are
one.
these like all handmade? Like he.
Yeah, they are.
are.
Solaris knows calligraphy, and he made them himself.
Okay, it's just
What's the housing like? Like we
Tax rates,
this is pretty good right here, but like I don't know. Is it like a beach, like
oceanfront?
What kind of
oceanfront?
oceanfront? Wow. I
have always wanted to go to the ocean.
I've never been outside the kingdom, and I've always told my mother I want to travel. So.
Wow. And there's more beautiful women than there is sand there.
Well,
Doug came in at the wrong
What are we
time.
talking about?
I'm talking about Ianthian harems and how Mazzara is trying to bribe us to work for them.
To work for a harem?
No.
It's a pretty good deal.
It's a weird
Bribing us
campaign. I haven't seen the source book for this yet, but
No,
yes,
I think it was south that we could turn to Kingdom Maya.
It sets up.
She kind of in the finality of her visit, she does state, but as far as right now, my loyalty to my king is also, in a very roundabout way, a loyalty to Landrath. So, I will work to advance whatever is needed to fight against this darkness, and I'm sure you all are on the same boat, and we will be working together. I understand that our relationship didn't come off a great start, but she's like, I know this is not the appropriate drink, but she lifts her little tea glass to a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pinky out.
Yes. My mother told me to do this, and I've kind of just done it ever since I was a child.
So, like, you work with Sylas on these, like, light thingies?
Yes. In fact, Sylas came up with most of the thought process. He's quite a genius man.
Yeah, like, I mean, so do you know magic too? Are you, like, pretty good at magic?
I'm not particularly gifted in it, but I more so delve into what magic affects.
Mm. So, like, you spend a lot of time with Sylas. He's, like, gotta be, like, a super nerd, right? Like, is it just, like, he's just good at it, or does he, like, study?
Assuming this doesn't go back to Sylas, she kind of looks around at all of you.
No. You got no trust.
He's
Kind
not
of a
the
jerk.
easiest person to get along with. There seems to
You
be
don't say.
a side of stubbornness, almost as he seems to be a little bit full of himself.
That's what, we had an interaction with him earlier this evening, and it seemed exactly like that.
But for the most part, it appears that he can back up what he says. So,
I want to just so how are we sitting right now? Like, I'm assuming, like,
did
what's
you guys
our
decide on a
orientation?
square table or a round table?
Probably a round table.
I think we were thinking round.
Okay. So then, yes, you guys are sitting kind of sparsely here and there.
I kind of want to, just meet everyone else's eyes to see how they're feeling about sharing information about Sylas with Mizara.
Well, you said you were, like, gonna work with Sylas some more?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds fun.
Hopefully those countermeasures can come along quicker to help with the inevitable second attack.
Great. She goes, well, if there isn't other things you wish to ask or talk about, I will take my leave.
I got a question. How did you and Sylas first meet?
When you brought me here,
Are you in love with him?
I'm not in the least bit.
Oh,
He's not my type.
I mean, he's kind of cute, like, a little bit, right?
Looks aren't everything, right?
Yeah.
And she looks at you and winks.
Ooh. Saucy.
Okay.
You could just stay here if you want to. I'm sure we have somewhere to stay. I mean, wait, did you get to stay in the castle?
She goes, I don't necessarily need very much sleep. Thank you.
I'm a growing boy, so I kind of need my sleep. But
Yes. I thrive during the dark hours.
Very well put.
I'm not a vampire, if that's what you're wondering.
No, we understand.
Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able to
we've,
get in here if you were.
we would have killed you.
Yes, you would, because
No,
Alfred invited him in.
no, I have an enchantment on the doorway that only.
Oh,
I
okay.
vampires.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
So
No.
she goes, oh, okay. Well, I will take my leave. I hope you have an enjoyable rest of the evening.
And
Yeah.
if you need us to come help interrogating that person or do some magic-y stuff, you just give me a call.
Okay, but from my understanding that you probably have more important matters to attend to.
We're kind of just waiting for this dude named Mist to call us, and we're not sure when that is. So,
Oh,
you know,
you get to speak with
Did it-
Miss
Oh yeah, you want to see something
oh,
cool?
you know Mist?
now.
I pull it out of my pocket. Hi.
What do you know about Mist?
It's like, did the king give you that?
I just stole it.
No, the king.
No, he gave it to us.
No, but he did.
Well, that is not something that he gives out freely.
Oh,
Yeah, he paid us
Tezzeret.
money.
Mist, there's a lot of legends involving around that man. So,
well,
I
we
mean,
look forward to meeting him.
between all of us, I am a little bit jealous. But I hope your interaction and your collaboration with Miss goes well, and that you will complete your mission swiftly and successfully.
Thank you very much, Miss. Enjoy the
Yeah.
rest of your evening.
It's like good night, and then she leaves.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well,
Well, that is something. Do we not want to share? I just want to get this out in the open so I don't fuck up.
I
We
mean,
want to keep what we know about Sylas to ourselves, and we're going to tell only the prince, right?
so like,
I think we should only tell
imagine if somebody just told you that your coworker was a demon. Like, how would
But
you
we don't know
feel?
what
Like
he
the
is,
next
right? We
time.
don't know if he's a demon.
He's not a
Because we
Pretty sure
freak.
didn't
he's
get
a
any. We didn't get any divine sense mojo for that. Celestial, Fey, Fiend, or Undead.
I'm just
Wait.
saying, like, that'd be awkward. I'd rather
But
not
fiends
know.
aren't demons; they're different. So
Yeah. So he could still be a demon.
could still be a demon. Right now, working
Wait,
theories: demon, dragon, or other.
What? Fiends are fiends.
What was your third one?
Other.
Listen,
Something we don't know of.
that pretty much covers the entire spectrum.
Exactly. Other. It's like, you know, when you write like a dissertation paper and you put et al. All
Oh
the
my.
authors. It's like that.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Fiends do include demons and devils. Huh.
Does it really?
You know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
right.
that means when you cast that detect magic, it still
Divine
doesn't pick up
sense.
anything.
It's a dragon. Confirmed.
It's an aboleth.
Well, I
Well,
am absolutely knackered.
Boy, it would leave us with a lot of questions to have to answer.
Yep. I'm going to bed. I
Well-
will see you all at 7:30 for breakfast.
Can we do 8:30? I feel like
No.
8:30 is better.
Oh, 7:30.
7:30 is healthy.
9, maybe 9.
Oh,
I mean,
I'll let you sleep in like I normally do my tag. 8:30, I'll come get you.
Okay.
So you guys go to bed for the evening and rest. Go ahead and get all your hit points back, your spell slots, your everything.
Yeah.
good to have spell slots back.
I'm no longer useless.
Yeah.
I like how when you guys are like this close, like nobody does anything crazy.
Goodness.
We're low on gas there.
I like to imagine that you like woke up and walked out of the room and you're like, I'm no longer useless, and like Bruin's standing right there. Like,
So what was it that I
See,
missed?
you're
that-
actually capable to physically fight. I can kind of do it. Without my spells, I'm mostly useless. At least you're physically capable.
So Mazara came by just to tell us her kingdom would give us aid.
Yeah.
They wanted to
She
hire
told
us.
us more about the prisoner wasn't communicating. They weren't able to interrogate.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kingdom of Giving Aid was kind of a side.
yeah.
You guys, yeah, and part of it was because you guys are kind of being the main characters of the story, you guys were directly involved with everything so far, so you're kind of the number one resource as far as to figure out this stuff.
So during the morning, I'm sorry, John. Are you done describing?
Yeah, when you guys wake up, the only thing is Alfred's like in the middle of making breakfast, but it's like it's like reaching about 8 o'clock now instead of your original 7:30.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
The kitchen's a mess. It's just like
There's like 4 bowls of like batter that he couldn't quite get right, so he just kind of left it there later. Some burnt bacon, some trial pancakes that are set aside for him.
Yeah, can I do like my inspiring leader, but it's just like Gordon Ramsay, Alfred.
Oh no!
Well, no. Gordon Ramsay with kids is nice though.
He's super nice with kids.
okay.
that is true.
He's not gonna tell him that he's an idiot sandwich and make him to 2
We
pieces
should
of
just
bread.
ask Bruin to help him cook. Teach him the ways of cooking.
Bruin might not be up yet.
So what ends up happening is like every member of the household kind of chips in a little bit of work to make breakfast together, except
I
Murtagh.
peel the avocados.
Yeah, except for Murtagh. He's still
Red takes him to sleep.
Well, it just means he doesn't get the 12 hit points, so.
After
Former
everyone's,
dude.
All right.
before everyone sit down to eat, I go up and knock on Murtagh's door. Murtagh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like
rise and shine.
just a little bit longer.
Nope, I'm coming in.
I was thinking like it'd be better if I was just.
I walk over to the big curtains that are blocking the sunlight, and I just them open.
Ah!
We've got to get better at this, and I shut the door on my way in. And I just kind of
It
like step over by his
burns!
bed. Yes, I know the sunlight hurts. You're part vampire. That fight, I saw you get bit. I haven't told anyone yet.
Okay, good.
Yep. Now,
Wait.
Zone of truth.
no. We've been traveling together for some time, and I feel like I know more about the rest than I do necessarily you. I have been keeping your little feline incident a secret at the bathhouse, and
well, I don't
waiting-
even know. I don't even. Okay,
Yes.
well, okay. Yes.
and I was waiting for you to come and approach me about it, but I feel like as things are getting more serious, it's better to have a better understanding of what everyone is capable of. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, I will leave. You just have to tell me.
Do you want to just like talk about it downstairs, or like, I mean,
That's up to you. I didn't know if you were comfortable telling the group, so I wanted to ask you personally. You can tell me that you don't want to talk about it, and I'll leave it to them.
I mean, we could
I would
just talk about
respect.
it downstairs. I feel like if I tell you, you're gonna like freak out, and then I'm gonna have to like.
I won't. I have no secrets from everyone else that I've just been keeping. I'm a pretty good
Uh-huh.
secret keeper.
Yep.
Minus the one instance that happened with Thud and the plate. That was an accident. You know, one time doesn't set the trend.
Let's just go downstairs.
Okay.
I just feel like as you're having, like, he's just like that kid that like curls up with blankets around him and just like,
That's what. Yeah, he's fully blanket burritoed right now.
where is this
Uh-huh.
going?
hmm
As he goes downstairs, he just brings his blanket with him, like
Yeah.
you could do that.
Like in My Hero Academia, I was just always in
It's a long trail, a train of
Yeah,
blanket.
yeah. And he like sits on the stool like grumpy.
I set down his coffee with a splash of alcohol in it for him.
Whoa.
And milk.
So, Solaris is making me tell you guys all my secrets.
I specifically said you don't have to tell anybody.
He said,
Lawrence, how dare you?
yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, now you have to tell us. That's kind
Yeah.
of how it works.
yeah, like, long story short, I'm actually a cat.
I don't believe it.
A what?
A cat.
I mean,
Prove it.
yeah, you look like a person.
Yeah. You,
Just.
I turn into a cat. Meow.
Wait. You that same cat that interrupted my hunting that one time.
Meow.
It's barely.
I take that as a yes.
like how big is this cat? Like house cat?
It's like small. It's bigger than a house cat, smaller than a bobcat.
Can I pet you?
So it's like a lion pup.
No. I don't know. You try.
I'm picturing
Enough to do damage, not enough to be huge. I don't know.
Yeah. Bobcats
I'm
aren't
picturing
really
like a
that big.
raccoon-sized cat.
Yeah, sure.
A fat raccoon.
Anyways,
Gonna write down Maine Coon and call it a day.
I poof back.
It all makes sense now.
Okay, so first question. Why?
Are you?
What?
Why? Okay. Why are you? Why you? You're. It's like it's just who I am. Like I don't make fun of you for being like
I mean,
Yeah,
half
but
and half. You know.
so you're half cat.
Well, no. It's like whole. Like
Yeah.
that's just who I am. Like I'm a whole cat. And
So
then
let's go back to why.
person. Because that's like who I am. Like
Okay. Quick
That's
poll among the rest of the
Okay.
group. Can anyone else transform?
Not yet.
Let me
No.
try.
No.
Let me
Okay.
try.
So
there was a path I could have took.
let's hold off on why then. Let's
Have
go
I
we-
think
with
a better
how.
question,
How?
Thud, is asking. You originally told us that you were a halfling. Is that your true race, or are you something other? I think is what Thud is trying to ask.
Not really. Have you ever heard of a werewolf?
Yes,
Yes.
we've killed some.
We killed him, remember?
Yeah, I have a claw right here. Remember that? So I'm like
Were
a
those like your
werecat.
cousins?
No. They're like stupid. They're like a stupid version, to be honest. Like the cats are like the
Oh,
best. We're like
Okay,
we're like
so it's similar to like a changeling.
Okay.
yeah, kind of. Like we're like a cat. But a person too.
Okay.
We're cats. There's not very many
And-
of us.
How old actually are you?
82.
82.
You're
82 years old. Holy
Grandpa.
shit, that's a mind fuck.
Okay, Grandpa.
Oh, wow.
So let's think you're a werecat.
Whew.
So you got bit by a cat.
No,
No, I think he was just always a
It's
cat.
like-
Werewolves, you get bit by a wolf. Werewolf.
yeah, but that's
Well,
why
yeah, but
Werecats, you got bit
werewolves
by a cat.
existed beforehand.
that's why they're stupid.
Okay, I tried to ask why and got shut down. So you riddle me
It's
I
that.
think it was like,
Don't you understand? It's like that's who we are. We're cats.
yeah, they were just born like
So
dragons.
we
or
Okay.
covered the
shapeshift.
how, the why. What
So-
about the where?
So which are you? Are you a halfling or are you a cat?
I'm just like
What's like the normal one?
well, see, it's like that's kind of like how it works in our little culture. Is you have to practice being both
Hmm.
until you can
You see-
master both of them. So
Okay,
took a
let me
long
rephrase. Which one were you born as?
I mean, I don't remember. What were you born as? Like, you know what
A
I mean?
half
Like,
orc.
yeah, but like, I don't know.
You know, I imagined this conversation going differently in my head. We
Well,
would have like a bonding moment.
Bonding.
look, man, I just where I
I'm
come
regretting my
from,
decision.
people aren't popping into cats. All right, I gotta know.
Sylas, you should have known
see-
that we're gonna be asking these kind of questions.
He's both 100% cat and
100%
100% human.
Yes.
So he knows all the temptations of a cat,
Yep.
but he's
And the human. So I
Oh
can
my
be
word.
the perfect mediator between cats and
Okay.
Sure.
I approached Murtag about this earlier upstairs, and I just wanted to get more cards out on the table. Things are
Yep.
getting more dire the further we go along with this.
It's
Messy
not like a
shenanigans
disease.
that we
Like you can't get it.
Yeah.
Like it's just me.
Murtag, I've cleaned up your bloody cuts enough times where if I was going to be infected, so good.
So,
Uh,
so are your parents Are your parents cats?
yep.
Is one of your parents a cat and one's a human?
No.
Okay.
But no.
Well,
I just
I mean,
I don't know.
They
I
can
don't know,
be
man.
at
Yeah.
separate times.
I don't know. I don't
like maybe they were. I don't know. I don't remember them very much. Just like
know. All right.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but all right. Okay.
pretty much. I'm still like a kid, but I guess I don't have to talk like this anymore.
You're an 82-year-old child.
So hang on.
What?
Do it again. Switch to a cat again.
Poof.
Poof.
I'll like ball up some trash on like we have like foil from bacon and like throw it like a ball. What happens?
That's offensive.
What happens, Noah?
I look at you like you're an idiot. And like
That's a cat. If I ever saw one, that's a cat.
So, hey, is
I take
Alfred
it back.
here for this?
Moral of the story here.
Alfred's just like,
Alfred's
Oh, yeah, Alfred.
pancakes and arms in places like holy shit. My master's both a man and cat.
Dad. All right,
Alfred,
like
you know,
Oh, anyone else?
if out to anyone, we're gonna have to kill you.
Alfred's
That's
like,
not true.
Okay, never mind.
he closes his eyes with still the trays in his hands. I
That's not
didn't
true.
see anything.
Alfred, I won't let them hurt you. You're fine.
So, can anyone else transform to a different animal?
that's
I think we
Not yet.
already did this.
Okay,
I
I
just
just
become a party
double
animal.
confirm.
Is that
party animal.
that's how?
Well, all right, little Murtag.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, like really, I guess I should probably start practicing talking a lower voice. around
I mean, you don't
guys.
have to
Wait,
change
is
the way
that-
you speak to us. We all knew you weren't a child beforehand. Otherwise, we wouldn't have
mean-
let you come with us on deadly adventures.
I wasn't 100% sure, but there was something messed up. That's just.
You're messed up.
No, no, Bruin. He is perfectly normal. All right.
No, yeah,
Don't
no.
judge
he is.
anyone
He
here
is.
for their race,
I was just saying,
ethnicity, color, creed,
for a
sexual
human
orientation.
child. No,
So, are you just like gonna be all cat now? Is this what's going on?
I mean, I could be. Like, I could.
The
But
reason I brought
Can't
it
really
up is because
hold-
I
can you
noticed
hold
it a
daggers?
while ago
It's
when
okay.
we were in the Oasis in the bathroom. I remember we all saw the cat and didn't know how the hell it got in there. Well,
was
it
that
my
cat? That was you? Okay.
I was not in the showers or in the bath.
You were
That's
in the
awesome.
sauna.
Dagger
Yes, yes, you
in
were.
cat form.
I was with somebody. I don't think I was in.
I don't think so. I think we were all in there because you punched a man in the face and knocked him unconscious.
I don't remember punching anybody.
That was me.
I'm pretty sure that sounds more like thud.
I might
That
be wrong.
was me.
We were all in there. I thought.
Thud,
Anyway.
thud in his towel.
Courtesy
misting
of the
to and
Misty
fro.
Step.
Yeah, I was
That
not in
was
the shower.
Oh, I thought you were there with us.
I'm
I think there
pretty
was
sure
water
you
in my
were.
eyes.
Thud
But
is actually Missed.
Wait,
So,
Oh.
Yeah,
are you half missed?
so thanks for sharing.
Cool. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Oh, I can also, and I talk telepathically, and it's like a little bit lower voice.
What?
I say, I can also do this,
That's incredibly useful. Holy shit.
but pretty much anybody can hear it. So,
Oh,
What do you mean? What do you mean? Pretty much anybody
Wait.
can hit.
well, like if I try to do it to you, and like it's like somebody else could
You
listen.
can't specify first.
Like you can, like I'll target you, but like maybe if you're really smart, you could like catch it.
Oh, so there's a chance.
you don't even have to
someone
be
can
really
hit.
smart to. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still super useful. I mean, we split up. You can. How far away can you do that?
It's really not that far.
Oh,
But we
I mean,
It's like
still.
a mental thing, you know? Like,
we
Like,
can't talk
You
back,
have to
right?
touch foreheads.
yeah. Here, let me.
Wait, what?
Tacos.
It sounds like
Aha!
it sounds like something that's mainly there for flavor. You know what I mean? Not for like mechanical use.
Well,
Okay.
I just want to be more open as a group. You know, I feel like we're getting closer. We're doing more crazy shit together, and I don't want any secrets to, you know, break
Oh.
our group apart. So if you have
Yeah.
questions for me, or anyone else who'd like to share something, right?
Just like don't go telling everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no.
like it's kind of. Yeah, like our race.
I'm totally gonna tell Sylas right now.
Well, I'll have to kill him then.
Oh,
I have to kill him.
Well, it's
Okay.
in
I
the
think-
cards anyway.
Yep, I think that's kind of in his future.
Huh.
But
So I guess
you
open
won't have
question.
to kill him alone.
We're just, kind of like secretive. Like we don't like to be out there.
That's fair.
But like, I mean, if we were heroes, like
The hero's got to do what the hero's got
heroes
to do.
got to be in the limelight a little bit. So wouldn't be like. Well, I'd be a halfling. I mean, no, wear a cap. So, yep.
Guys, this is
Alright.
as big of a revelation as being a werecat, but I actually have a kid in the city, so I can't I can't
knew it!
just let it die.
Yes!
So like
Yes!
Wait.
I'm
Wait.
just gonna
The entire
Yeah.
time at dinner, I was looking at you, and I knew it.
Yeah, one of us actually knew it, I thought.
Oh.
Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't get it because like she looks like me and not like any of the other two people. at
No, I
the
mean, I
table.
instantly recognized it.
So-
You were buying toys for a child when we were on adventures. Of course it was
Oh.
yours.
Okay.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
So
If
do
you want,
like,
I can message her for you every day, letting her know how.
pay
You
child
sure you
support?
still want to go on this adventure? I mean, you do have a kid and all.
She doesn't know I'm her dad.
Oh.
So yeah, it's kind of complicated, but yeah, and I'm not really good at like any other type of work except like killing people. So like
I get it.
kind of have that.
Okay.
I can respect that. Yeah.
Like,
If
I
you
don't
don't
you
mind me
know,
asking, is her mother passed, or is she just elsewhere?
Dude,
she
What?
just left.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a sad story, but yeah, that's kind of.
do we?
You don't have to talk about it.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
she left
I'm
us
crying. I'm
now.
just curious.
we
No,
could get some revenge. Like, that sounds like a good side quest. Like, we could go on like a big party. Like, how you like me now? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know.
yep.
I mean,
We're the heroes. Look at me.
Hero never dies.
Well, if I
I don't
may
know.
say, seeing how you interact with her and the way you two get along, I think on some level she may know. At least, she seems to love you, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Hmm.
This is weird. Now.
You're not 82, are you?
Yeah, how old are
Are
you?
you secretly 82? 97?
no.
35.
Murtag,
I'm just. Yeah.
at this moment, on you,
Oh, we never got to dud.
this a
I've
single
all heard everything I just said.
a sphere starts. It's almost like vibrating and pulsing. You pull it out.
Yep.
And as you pull it out, you can see that the golden eye appears to be blinking, and it's not a violent shake, but it is pulsing. And as you're looking at it, you see once it at a certain point while staring into the eye, it opens up and it projects an image into your head. Now,
That's terrible.
for a split second, your vision blurs out and it becomes all white, and you see nothing of the outside world, the reality, and only what you imagine to be in your own mind. Now, during this state, a figure, cloaked. You're unable to see this man's face, but you're unable to see the man's face because it's been kind of like white out. But the only thing that you are able to see is a single eye, where it'd be the right side on this man's face, a single eye that's visible. And then you hear a voice. The voice says, I believe my king has given you my eye.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. It was in my pocket all night. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
I forgot to take it out.
This is just a projection into your mind and nothing more, nothing less.
Am I talking out loud? Can they hear me? Like,
What's happening here is only for a split second in reality. So,
whoa.
speak as much as you
Crazy.
want. But time is limited and I can only stay in this state for so long. I want to let you know, and your companions as well, that I am tracking the individual who has taken our dear little prince hostage. That said, I'm currently following him to the Western Plains. And eventually, we'll hit the edge of the Milledon Forest.
The Milledin?
Yeah, Milledon. Millidon. And
Is
he
this
goes.
the direction that Oracle was?
I'm sorry. Okay. He
I was
goes.
wondering if this is the direction that Northwood went.
What do you mean?
Didn't like Northwood go on like a spirit, like
Vision
didn't he, like,
quest.
find the heart of it? Like, yeah, didn't he like go on to like this try and find the heart of a tornado or hurricane or something.
Oh,
That was
that's-
me. I
Oh,
had
that's
that.
Solaris. Yeah.
First
that
spell that I'm trying to
that
get.
is in the Western Plains. It's called the Windless Plain, the section of this plains.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dude, maybe I could get my horse. I hope there's a storm on the way there.
The man with the eye says, I suspect they are planning to rest there, as there are no actual stops in the plain.
How far is it?
It's about a 2 or 3 day journey, but I hope that you and your companions will move quickly. But
Are you out there?
yes, currently.
Whoa. Crazy.
Is there someone that you could give this eye to? Just kidding.
Someone else. Are your parents home?
Wait, you said it's about 2 to 3 day journey,
Yeah. No, to cross the plains. Just to cross the plains.
and okay.
Yeah, he's currently in it tracking.
Okay, got it. I thought you said they were about 2-3 days journey away from us. I was like, man, they moved fast if they kidnapped the person.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, from what it sounds like, they're still in the plains.
Okay.
So it's Espa, the Windless Plains, then the Meladon Forest. Is that
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
Cool.
The west.
Western Plain.
He goes, who did we miss? Jonathan.
John.
10 seconds. Nice. He goes, if it's no issue to you, I shall meet you at the edge of the forest.
Okay. We'll be there. Like, ASAP. We gotta finish breakfast and then we can leave, though.
Most important meal of the day.
He goes, of course, might be your last meal.
Well,
I mean,
like
technically, we
2
got 2 to 3 days.
I don't want to like argue with the technicalities, but
I mean, you're right. Like, we could all die at any moment, but like,
Oh,
really-
Some sooner than others.
I forgot. We can't hear this conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
no.
we can't. Oh, I forgot about that too.
So after that, you can see the right eye shut on the man's face, and at the same moment, your vision shuts, and you're kind of pulled back out.
Yeah, Bruin, about your kid.
Hey, we gotta go.
But what about her?
Why do we have to go? We just got breakfast.
Wait, what?
So like how this eyeball thing works is like it just like I just had a conversation with Mist. It's pretty cool. Do you want
In
me
the
to-
eyeball?
Yeah. Well, it was
You've
white,
been here the whole time.
but he said it was just a moment in time. So
Magic
That's
is
cool.
crazy.
anyways, I explained to him that we gotta go. We yeah, we gotta go.
Well,
He chose the in brackets option. I explained
Yeah.
to them where.
Like in the 3-op.
Did you want to go get more hidden blades, Kev, or have you decided on that?
I revisited him. He was not happy about that.
Yeah, he
yeah, I know. I just remember.
he doesn't even
you
have
said
the
you'd
little
come back
launcher.
if you wanted them.
Yeah, I have
I don't
one in
think he has
inventory though.
more the stuff. Last time I checked.
Oh, I thought he said he was gonna make another one.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I think so.
I could be
I
wrong.
don't have my notes. It's all gone.
So yeah, he said he would meet us at the edge of the Milodon Forest.
Okay.
It's like a 2 to 3
You
day
know how to
journey.
get there? We bought a map, didn't we?
He said it was in the Western Plains, so I'm assuming west.
It's the forest. I mean, he'll meet us there.
I mean, I technically had been to the Western Plains looking for a storm.
You haven't been, but you've heard.
Oh, I thought I tried to go find one.
I asked Bruin if he knows about the forest, Milodon.
No.
You ask who?
Bruin.
Technically, I'm supposed to know the area, but
Yeah.
If you know
not
it's
right here.
Western Plain is widely known to the general populace of Londeroth. It's a particularly weird one. Most plains are somewhat windy. This particular one is dead still.
Oh,
It's
dead.
creepy.
Not like dead, but not windy.
Okay.
But it is a vast plains that run left of the left side of Espa. It runs along the southern base of the Silverhorn Mountains. So, as you know, the Silverhorn Mountain starts above Kaowood and it runs northeast, and then you guys pass through it, right? So, no, it would be this way. So imagine this is a map. Here's Kaowood. Here's the Silverhorn Mountains, and then you guys went this way, right? Then you passed through it and you went inside to Espa. Anyways, the Silverhorn Mountains wraps around and goes north of the continent, or the country, which forms a natural
Barrier.
Borderline
between the northern countries. Anyways, anything basically south of that is where Espa is, of that mountain range, and then everything west of Espa, there's a large plain, and then the Milodon Forest, and then eventually you'll know that Leandra is over there by the coast.
Oh. Okay. I guess Bruin could guide us there.
Oh, Leandra really is at the coast? I thought it was like oceanfront property in Arizona or something like that.
Yeah, it is near the coast.
That's awesome.
All right.
So
No, I mean that's the biggest reason why it's one of the biggest cities. It's most profitable as well because of its coastal. A lot of trade happens there.
We're going camping.
I guess it's time to head out.
All right, baby.
Maybe get some stuff.
I have prepared to create food and water,
All right.
so we could eat tofu and rice for 4 days while we travel. 20 pounds of it.
Can I look for a magic item or a magic item shop before we go,
Sure.
John?
Mm-hmm. Roll an investigation check for me.
Oh man.
Can I
He's
help
like,
him?
you did not find it.
Sure.
Can I help him?
Or someone smart.
Ooh.
You can help. Roll with advantage, then.
Help.
Well, someone else could. Oh, well, okay. Yep.
We're all helping. We all want you to succeed.
Yep, that's a 17.
17?
Yeah.
So with the day right after being what happened in Espa, a lot of shops are actually closed. However, you're able to find out there's a certain location that appears to open rain or shine, and it's just kind of a hole in the wall. It's not even on the main street. But you know that this magic shop, though it does not particularly have a large inventory, it is open. Well, from what you've heard.
Excellent.
All right, going. Who goes with him?
I mean,
it's at least one other person that I rolled advantage.
I was
with.
helping him.
All right.
I'm following them. I go with.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I went with them.
Okay.
We all went.
You guys, hang on. I
Yeah.
want a new hammer. So kind of before we go, see what they got. You know.
I knew him.
All right. So you show up, and you open up to this very. Immediately, you're hit with kind of a really pungent, strong smell that you're not familiar with. You can't even pinpoint what it remotely smells like. But you go in and you actually don't see anybody at the desk or along the 2 shelves that they have.
2 shelves.
Oh boy.
It's literally like maybe I want to say 10 feet across, maybe 20 feet down. So it's like narrow.
Is this like a Legend of Zelda store where they had the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have arrows and we have.
There's like 3 items with 3 stands in it.
Yeah.
Let's hope they got inventory in the back.
Okay.
I guess just like walk up to the desk, like, hello.
You wait for a moment and you don't hear anything.
Guys, maybe this person like died last night.
Could be all 3.
Nah. Is there like a door? Is there like a little bell?
There doesn't seem to be actually a bell on the table either.
Wait, is Dud wearing armor? His helmet. I just whack the helmet to make it ring with a like dagger. It's like ding.
Ding,
Well, I have to
ding.
like jump up and try to do it or something.
It's audible. And then
We make our own bells.
you hear behind the counter from an
Is that a bell?
unknown location besides that is behind the counter. Ow. What? Is someone there? Is someone there?
Yes.
Yar.
And you see a hand, an old hand, stick up on the counter, feeling around, and then slowly pulling himself up. This individual is an older, like we're talking like Q-tip hair, you know, like just fuzzy.
82 old.
Yeah.
82.
Really pretty young for my.
Both eyes are like this, like squinting. It's like, who's there? Who's there? Are you a customer, or are you here to collect rent? What?
Hoping to buy.
He's like, oh, a customer, great. Well, you come to the right place. Yeah, wow. Can I just say that you look really handsome today?
Thank you.
She wasn't
I
talking
like
to you.
wave my hand, like kind of like not like directly in front of his face, but like a little bit back to see if he can see me.
And you don't usher in any response.
So, what do you have for sale here?
It's like, are you blind? Can't you see that this is a magic shop? We got magics coming out of our, you know.
I'll ritually cast detect magic and see.
Ritually, you're gonna stand there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while this is happening, what else is going on?
I mean, yeah, like I'm just
I'm
looking
trying to
for
look
like a new, like a different smashing instrument.
See if there's any studded leather armor.
Studded leather armor. You don't see. Just looking at a glance around. It's very, very sparse. There doesn't seem to be any armor stands.
Oh, no.
You see a couple of like crusty old swords hanging on the wall. They're not even like leveled. It's kind of like slanted. And you don't know it's because this person, whoever it is, cannot see very well or whatnot. But everything doesn't seem to be. It's like everything's handcrafted, but like really handcrafted.
Like homemade pottery, kind of.
Yeah. Like all the shelves are crooked. It's not. It's like they didn't have a leveler.
Or if they did, they just couldn't see it. They just guessed.
But yeah, other than that, it seems if someone didn't tell you it was a mag shop, you would not. You just assume that it's just some rundown person's home or whatever.
So what? So you only had like a couple swords, was it?
That was it?
Just visible, yeah.
Oh, visible.
Okay.
Supplements.
Gotta fill time.
I guess just ask him if he had any hammers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to phrase like what I want to do. I'll like put my hammer on the counter. Like like this, but just seeing what else you have to smash stuff with.
He goes, you're looking for something to smash stuff with. I'm guessing something with a little magic, huh? And it's like, you said list, and she's like, sorry, he is like feeling around the table and finally finds the handle and just kind of pats his hand up the grip and then over to the top where he starts putting both hands and touching every crevice of it. He goes, wow, this is quite the exquisite item you have here. And by the looks of it, and you can see her like him glancing around at each one of you, says, by the looks of it, all of you have quite a bit of magic on you.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yes,
we do.
We do. I mean, I'm always down to
left.
trade. Do you do trades?
No, not really. I think I just need money at this point, don't you think?
Oh, so just selling?
We have coin, right? We got a coin. Yeah.
Yeah, we got one.
I think we do. Do we?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so with your detect magic, it pops off, and you can see aside from the items that you are carrying and the hammer that's being laid on the counter, around you, you see that none of the items that are displayed are magical.
Okay. Probably in the back.
However, you see in the back, in a singular chest, it's hard to discern what is all there, but the entire chest is filled with magic.
Hold on. Do I get the sense that the box contains magic items, or that there is a magical trap upon the box?
It's hard to discern.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, grandfather. What's your name?
He's talking to you.
Oh, sorry, who's the grandfather around here?
It's just a colloquialism where I'm from. We call the elderly grandfather. It's sorry, sir.
Who's the elderly?
Oh boy.
Let me start over. Hi, I'm Sylas. What's your name?
Why don't you treat the elderly with more respect? Kids these days.
Yes, sir. My apologies. Could I
Um,
have your name?
It's
my
actually
name
May I
is
have
Goat.
Gil.
Goat. Pleasure to meet you, Go. My name's Sylas.
Yes, you have already said that.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. My friends and I were here hoping to purchase a few magical odds and ends. We noticed that nothing in the main display seems to be of magical nature. Do you have anything that would fit our description?
Yes, I. Well, so he wants something to smash stuff with.
Not just
Please.
that. It could be anything magically useful. The
Let's
rest of us
stick
are
to
also
smashing
looking
stuff.
for things.
Like, you want to beat something to a pulp or, like, cut something in half?
Well, what do you have inventory wise?
Oh,
We
who
are.
wouldn't you like
I'm
to
gonna-
know?
I'm gonna slide him 10 gold and just say
he
we are-
doesn't.
we're motivated.
He
by
doesn't see your gold. He's
Even gold.
Oh, native uncruise. Modifier.
My friend
This
here
guy
is
is
trying to
slowly-
slip you 10 gold to get access to what you have listed in your inventory.
Wait, your friend? What? 10 gold? Oh,
Just
why?
to-
Why is he
to
giving me
know-
10 gold?
Why is it so
Nobody-
hard to
He
buy
wants to know
magic
what
items in
magic
this
items you
campaign?
I don't know why
I'm
it's
just
so
trying
hard.
to-
Yeah,
Okay,
someone else
do you
will laugh
want
at
it?
this.
I mean, I'm just trying to grease the wheels here. You know.
Yeah, let's
try to.
We're just trying to figure out what you have, so figure out if we want to buy it.
appreciate it. Let's just
I can take it back.
let's
Hey,
get
we
back to
just-
the basics.
We're just trying to shop.
We have money. We think you have magic items to sell us. If it's not true, we'll leave.
Ah, well, why didn't you say so sooner?
Thought I did. I honestly thought I did.
Give me 1 second. And he like
gonna take
hops
that
back.
gold.
He kind of like feels around and kind of gets down his little step ladder, and you can hear him kind of wobbling back into the back, but it's like taking much longer than it should, right? But because of the room is so small, you can see kind of everything that's going on. You can hear the chest opening and everything like that, and you hear a couple of metal clinking, and then he comes back.
Good news, chest wasn't trapped.
Yeah, or it was, and he dispelled. This man is a powerful wizard, wielding arcane powers. Tiny minds.
Turns you into a frog.
Yeah, maybe he's a
Huh.
cat too.
Rabbit.
So he comes back. And he goes, okay. And he's like, hey, you there, big fella.
Yep.
It's like, give me a hand with this. Then he kind of pulls it up like this. He's like holding it up like this. And he's expecting you to kind of reach over and just grab it.
Sure.
It's like you grab it and kind of, you look at it, whatever you do with it. It is a very weighted item. It's got a nice bronze handle, single handle. Doesn't look like it's for two hands, and then a steel shaft. Then at the top of it is a bloom of metal.
Like
It's
a horn.
got good head weight.
So like a mace.
It is a mace.
Wait, does it look like a flower? Is that what you meant by it's a bloom of metal?
Yeah, I mean, just the kind of a general description of how maces generally are.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the maces from Skyrim.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Mace from Diablo.
Well, I'm picturing.
Well,
What's it do?
It's like, this is one of my more recent made items. I call it a mace of smiting.
oh no! Oh my god!
What?
So what it is, it gives you 1 plus bonus to attack and damage rolls. And it increases that bonus to 3 when you attack a construct.
+1 normally, +3 to constructs. Okay.
Okay. And when you roll a 20 on an attack roll, it takes an extra 7 bludgeon damage, or 14 if it's a construct. And if the construct has 25 hit points or fewer, it's instantly destroyed.
You could just like break doors down.
Constructs are like they're a
Like golems and stuff.
they're a type of like creature.
Does it work against houses?
It says proficiency with mace allows you to add proficiency bonus to attack rolls as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes, this is a little smaller than what you were showing me, but it does allow you to. It is a single-handed weapon.
What's the price on it?
Ooh, I would be
1,500
willing
gold.
to part it with it for a measly 300 gold pieces.
Oh.
And you are not interested in trades, as I hear that right?
No, unfortunately. I make weapons, magical weapons. I don't want them.
Okay. I'll ponder it while my compatriots handle theirs.
Okay. You're a hard one, but has anyone ever told you how smart you are?
No, literally nobody has ever told them that.
Never.
That's not true. I compliment each of you every day. Something
Not
different.
on his intelligence.
This is
Not
true.
yet. I haven't.
This is
Get to
true.
that.
Okay. Quickly now. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go Narcor.
Do you have any
katana.
magic? What?
So, do you have a katana?
Oh no, I gave up on that a while back. Any magical studded leather armor?
It's like, maybe. Give me 1 second. He hops back down the ladder, slowly gets to the back, opens the thing, and he comes back, and you see a studded armor like wobbling towards and up, and he goes and throws it onto the table. It's like, please check it out. And if your detect magic is still working, you can see that this is a magical item.
Yeah, it lasts for a while.
He goes, this is a studded leather armor, as per your request. And let's see, it offers some good protection, if you will, but that's not the greatest of its personality. First, so with basically it's adding 1 bonus AC than what your standard leather armor gives. But you can also use a bonus action to speak to the armor's basically command word, and the armor will assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor.
Oh,
Dude, glamour armor?
the
That's
glamour.
So-
dope as hell.
You decide what it looks like: color, style, accessories.
How much does that cost?
You better ask in game.
How much? How much is
Post
it?
RP.
How much is this armor cost?
Well, it was difficult to incorporate all the imagination of anybody willing to use it. But I would say it probably will run around 600 gold pieces.
I'll ponder it also and see what other people are thinking.
See what our money is.
Or just-
Okay, I'm gonna, it's like 10 o'clock. We can stop there. I can run through one more maybe. But otherwise, if you don't have anything to ask, then we're just gonna end the session there.
Are you still gonna get your crystal ball thingy?
That's up to the group.
I mean,
I'm fine waiting longer
I think we-
and eventually getting it.
I think we agreed. Like we were willing to pay it if you think it's worth it.
yeah.
It's like it's one of the things that are my I think would be helpful
Let's try
to
it.
us in the long run. Trying to
Let's
find
try it. I mean, if he has it, if you think it's useful, let's do it. I think we all agreed. If you think
Yeah.
it's useful, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, goat.
Yes. Solaris, right?
Yes, sir. I was hoping the item I'm looking for doesn't necessarily have to be magical. I'm looking for a object that would allow me to scry through it. It would have to be like an ornate mirror or a eloquent crystal ball.
Oh, a magic user, huh? Okay,
Yes, sir.
give me 1 second.
But of course.
Hovels down, goes back. He doesn't open the chest this time. And he brings back a single ball. Super clear, but it's like wrapped in like a really nice like satin
Some
red
microfiber
satin
cloth.
like velvet cloth.
Yeah.
He goes, now, for me to obtain this item was rather difficult, but I do have it. I am willing to sell it to you for a cheap price.
I'm more than happy to hear your
1,000 and 99 gold pieces.
Now, if my friends here were interested in those other items, if we bought them together, would you discount their items if we bought the lot?
What are you suggesting?
To the group. Do you want the mace or the armor more?
So like,
Can we get them all?
I feel like your damage decreases if you lose the hammer.
it really doesn't. It's more or less the same.
Oh. I thought you used a two-hand weapon.
I have a shield.
Oh.
So yeah, like the hammer I have, it's a versatile, so it can be one hand or two hand, but like the whole like armor penalty thing, like we don't really tend to fight people with like multiple types of armor, so I just never really use that. If we fight constructs, +3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And 300 gold is a pretty good price for a weapon. I mean, I just made 5, so buying one for 3.
Yeah.
$10.99 for the.
Goat, what would you say the price would be for all 3?
Oh, that's what I'm asking, what you're willing to offer.
How about
My price would be obviously the whole thing. 600 plus 300 plus 1099.
yes, well, how about we do something a bit more equal for the both of us, with you coming out on top? I will
Kevin, what's the
How
armor
about-
do for you?
Well, I'm just thinking about maybe take out the armor because it's only giving me +1 AC. I mean, it's great that I could change my appearance, but I don't know.
It also makes your armor class 21, doesn't it?
It'll
What
make
do you
it
think
so
your-
without any concoction, it'll make it to 20. And then if
Yeah,
I
that's
put
actually busted. That's if you
And then
say
if I
only
put
+1,
my-
that's actually amazing.
concoction, it'll go to 21, and then I think in a couple levels it'll be 22, and then a couple more levels will be.
Yeah, that's good. +1 armor is a very good thing.
So I mean, I don't know. It's like if I get it, it'll be great. If I don't, then I mean, I don't know how much as far as magic item. 600 for magic armor. I don't know how
That's
much that
pretty,
equates.
pretty good.
So
How about this?
I'm not. I just had any.
1,500, and I can answer any question that you've ever wanted for you right here, right now.
This guy's a genie.
Wait, not 1500.
Not 1,500? I mean, he's not going to take anything. I mean, 3.
It's
I was basically
2,000.
doing.
You're taking 25% off for 1,500.
Oh, I thought you were just buying the mace.
No, for all of it.
Okay.
And-
300 gold for a magic weapon is pretty
Because I
good.
was basically doing 150,
Yeah.
taking half off, and then doing half for the other thing.
I was just worried that you were buying the mace and the ball for 100 gold.
So
No.
So you're getting a discount on the armor and getting the mace thrown in for free.
And the way the math in my
That's
head was
one
it was
way
like
to
it was
look
going
at it. That's one of many ways to look at it.
Well, no, I was thinking because basically half of the mace.
Buy
would be
2 get 1 free,
150,
John.
So it makes it 1150, and then we're doing half of the price for the armor. In my head, this is just what I was going for to make it out to
It's-
1,500.
Just 25% off.
Um,
And then I can answer his deepest question, whatever he wants.
And that's kind of invaluable.
Priceless.
Because I have commune prepared, so I get to ask my god I get to ask him technically questions.
Do we maybe just
roll
wanna-
a persuasion check for me? Oh, wait. I guess that is a persuasion check. Okay, yeah.
Do I get help?
Not really.
Damn.
I mean, I haven't heard any input from anybody else that's gonna help.
Yeah.
You get mine.
Oh. 16 plus 5.
Oh,
You got +5.
21.
Holy cow!
21.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Okay. Well, that is a very tempting offer. But in this transaction, only money speaks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what. If you buy the ball and the armor. You can have the mace for 100 gold pieces.
So it'll be
We don't have enough.
1,700.
Important.
Just take out. We don't have to buy the armor and just get the mace. Or,
And it's
But it's
I don't know.
part of the package deal. It's not like
yeah.
Oh.
I'd
I
say
don't
we
think-
walk. The
Yeah.
mace is no better than what I have right now, and
I'm not.
Well,
We're spending too much on. I don't know. I think the orb is probably something that's more beneficial for the group.
well,
I think out of anything, that's mainly what we
Yeah.
should be.
we're also paying 10% more than what it's worth.
well, Goat, I think we're just going to stick with the orb today.
just the orb. Well, you seem like a fine young sir, lad.
Sure.
I'll tell you what. You can have the orb for 1,000 gold pieces.
That's very generous of you. I appreciate it, Goat.
You better be
Beautiful.
So, if the
Hey,
transaction's
bud.
okay with everybody,
Yeah,
you
sounds
hand
like-
over 1,000, you get the orb. To you,
Sick.
makes sense. It seems like he did you a deal.
I'll put the piles of gold like in different places around the counter.
Goodness.
Teach you to mess with the heroes of Espa.
Whoa! Everything seems legit. What's the problem?
He's just joshing you.
Oh, goodness.
We had to come back here a little bit.
Yeah.
We can get anything that we want.
I just
Yeah.
D&D man, I get gold, I want to spend it on magic items. That's how my
Is
brain
that-
works.
Yeah.
It's like 1 + 1 = 2 for me.
I wanted to get something, but I figured Bruin would probably be actually searching for his family then, rather than buying magic items.
All right,
So-
Jordan, that's gonna go in your inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
better
with
not drop
that,
it, man.
we will end our session number
Dude,
50,
if I drop it and it breaks, I'm
3.
gonna cry.
Man, glamour.
52, I mean.
I definitely think